Ain't nothing happening.
No, what's happening?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, what's happening? You can't stop the RGT from rising. What's happening? You can't stop the RGT.
Oh,
what's happening? You can't stop the RGT.
It's session fire.
You can't stop the RGT. What's happening? You can't stop the RGT.
It's session fire.
You can't stop the RGT. Yep, I'm here in the Lugo. Good. We're here. What up, people? What's going on? What's up, RGT Army? We here. RGT Podcast episode 97. I think it's 97, right? 97, 96, 97. I'm saying 97 to be safe. What's up? How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Big Cloud Gaming here with the crew.
Yo.
We here to roll. It's a lot to go over. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all patiently waiting. I do appreciate y'all showing up. Thank you so much. Y'all already know it's Friday. Nothing but good old gaming talk, some good old vibes, and it's definitely some good discussions. I hope everybody's having a blessed one. And yeah, let's definitely get into the show. Can't wait. A lot to talk about. Definitely hit that like button. If you guys, you already know, definitely hit that share button so we can get more gamers in here. And let's knock this out the park. So let's get these intros out the way. Mr. Messiah. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me, and welcome to the most positive PlayStation show.
Okay, I'll let that slide. Carlos.
Yo. Once again, man, it's Friday. Out with the fellas. RGT all day. Gamer by choice, not by trend. And let's get it on.
And a man who doesn't really need no introduction. This dude right here, y'all already know, one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent, badass in the PlayStation space. Non-stop news. 90% accurate, 99% accurate when he goes off the top. Mr. Foxy Games UK, what's up, brother? Welcome back.
Oh, don't say that. You'll have somebody writing another article on me.
Foxy, just tell him, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, man. I know what you mean. Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's good to be here again. Happy New Year, because I wasn't on the last show.
Yeah. Glad you're feeling better. You feel better at least? You said you were sick last time.
I'm still sick.
You still sick? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not playing victim. I'm a soldier.
There you go. Ride that shit out. All right. Let's definitely get into a topic that is definitely annoying. I can't believe this even happened, but it happened just recently. Push Square decided to put out a article, and they decided to slander my good friend here, Foxy Games UK, basically calling Foxy Games UK a liar who does not know what he's talking about. Now, here's the thing, okay? It's one thing to go on the internet or it's one thing to slander somebody, but it's another to not check the receipts, okay? One thing I can tell you about Foxy Games UK, and I put a lot of faith into Foxy Games UK, along with many others have put a lot of faith into this man right here. Everything that this man has said, everything that this channel has been putting out here, especially on this show, 90% of what's been said on this show has come from this dude right here. And it has happened with PlayStation 5. Even with the company's direction, it has happened. Courtesy of this man right here. Now, it's one thing again. Push Square, again, I use Push Square numerous times. He's used Push Squares from articles. I'm pretty sure Craig's used Push Square articles at one point, right? For videos, for sure. But one thing Push Square is notorious for is pushing the console war. And the reason why I say that, they will come out with certain titles that clearly make no sense just to push an agenda. They have done this numerous times. So now they're talking about credibility. Well, if I remember correctly, if I just recently go back to some of their posts, one particular post they put out there was that Sony was going to acquire Rockstar Games. Now, everybody in this chat, common sense should kick in and tell you, Sony's not buying Rockstar Games, are they not?
No.
Can Sony
I can guarantee you
Mhm.
and confirm right here, right now, with no sources, that Sony is not buying Rockstar.
Sony's not buying Rockstar Games. But dudes believe that Sony, these dudes put out articles saying that Sony was going to buy Rockstar Games.
You know, Ryan, it's funny. I didn't know about all of these mishaps over there at Push Square until this whole shitstorm happened. I didn't know. I must have missed them because I only refer to the articles that I want to source in my videos, and everybody knows I have used Push Square as a source and link in my videos throughout the years, so I'm no stranger to them.
Yeah.
But I seem to miss all of their mishaps because you know what? I'm not looking out for failure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking out for what I can use legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
So I tend to not notice all of these bullshit articles, not just from Push Square, but from any site, because that doesn't draw my attention. I'm looking for facts, not fiction.
Right.
So if you don't focus on fiction, all you see is facts.
Of course.
And when I do source articles, usually it's to strengthen my own sources of information that I've already put out there way in advance of these people. It's just me using them to validate me, but ironically, they're trying to discredit me. You know, I really thought them more professional than that. To be honest,
yeah,
it's quite childish.
Did they
It
even
was like-
reach out for you at all? No? Did they like message you on Twitter?
That would have been the smart thing to do.
Right.
Contact me via DM. I'm approachable.
Of course, yeah.
Very approachable. I've never turned anyone away.
Mhm.
Okay, come to me and say, look, I still wouldn't have given them information, but at least have the decency
Mm-hmm.
to talk to me before you go out there
Mm-hmm.
and try and rubbish me. Because that was just them. It seemed petty and it seemed, I won't say vindictive because I have done nothing to them. So I don't know what the
Right, it's not
repercussion is.
personal, it feels
But
like,
I
right?
would say
Yeah.
it's more envious. I mean, they probably thought to themselves, well, we're the outlet, we're the journalists. Why is this,
Yeah.
in their mind, nobody getting this traction on Reddit, which I didn't even know about? I wouldn't have known anything about Reddit until the whole shitstorm happened because I don't go on Reddit. Never been on Reddit.
Yeah.
I've never been on Reddit.
Reddit, Reset Era. There's another one, I
Right.
think. Yeah, those usually
I
are
don't
trending for
use them.
those.
I
Yeah.
don't use them. I don't need to use them. I'm not looking for golden nuggets of information. You know,
Mhm.
Push Square goes on there with maybe to find out information. I don't do that. If it's not coming from where it needs to come from, I'm not interested.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just the sheer lack of professional integrity that got to me.
Yeah.
You know, you expect somebody on Twitter who really doesn't know anything or has no vested interest in this industry to call you out. You don't expect an outlet like Push Square to bring themselves down to such a low, degrading level
Right.
that what they've actually done, it's backfired because what they've done, I don't think they knew I had a following. I don't think they knew I had people that would stick up for me.
Yeah.
They must have really thought I was a random tweeter or YouTuber. They must have thought that I have no track record, no history.
Mhm.
I just popped up now.
You just
You know,
showed
I haven't
up
been
and
around
just
for
said,
5
"Hey, I know
years.
this guy. I know that guy."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't cover PS4 Neo. I didn't break a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I just came here now. I just appeared on planet Earth, and I think I know everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably how they took me, which is sad because you know the smart thing to do would just come to me, man. You know, and even if you believe me to be nobody, and it's their words, not my words. I use
Right.
their word. They said that I'm some random Twitter user, random YouTuber who doesn't know nothing,
Mhm.
right? They said that, yet they chose to cover me.
Yeah.
So you got to question, am I a threat to you? If you thought I was so irrelevant, why did you even speak my name? Why put me on your... Why just ignore me? I'm irrelevant.
Oh, dude, listen. The way they set themselves up, that's why I said in your comments, I'm like, dude, they set themselves up for like the ultimate L. Oh, yo, so when this shit happens, I'm telling you,
Just ignore me. I'm irrelevant if that's the case.
they set
Ignore
themselves up
me.
for an ultimate.
I don't
L.
know anything, so just ignore me then.
But Foxy,
But it's
you know-
unbelievable to me.
Yeah,
Foxy,
it
you
is.
know what's even more sadder? The fact that the tweet itself, because I read the tweet, I didn't think nothing of it or lesser than what it is, because I know that when you have valid sources, you actually tag the link and source
And
to the
yes.
information
Uh-huh.
that you're implying to. So for them to go out on a whim, or rather on a failed analogy, is very underwhelming at times. Like you gotta give credit where credit is due. And with my boy Foxy, I am 100% sure that everything that he puts out as content based on his channel is not just bullshit.
Yeah.
It is sourced out, it is done the correct way, and put in a very accurate format. When Foxy gives a disclaimer to let you know that anything that he's putting out there can change due to anything, that in itself is more proof to his actual content, because he's actually catering to the curiosity. He's catering to those people and telling them, listen.
Well, I say that because I'm not in control.
Exactly.
And
what's told to me today could be different.
Could be updated for the future.
I'm not in control.
Yeah, man.
People think I must secretly work for Sony.
Like you must be in the boardroom type of
work
thing.
for Sony.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know everyone in every department. Like people expect me to know what's going on in marketing, what's going on in engineering, the samples, the kits. I know what I know is minuscule in terms of the whole operation. And I never pretended I knew I had all the answers. In fact, I'm the guy that put a video out 4 days ago warning everybody of predictably fake PlayStation 5 news.
Yeah.
And yet I find myself on the end of accusation. Isn't that insane?
It is.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I respected, to some degree, I still respect what they do. You know, they've been doing this a long time. I don't want to take anything away from Push Square. We all make mistakes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whatever article you want to pull up and say they got it wrong, I can show you dozens. IGN, GameSpot. I can show you a lot that's got it wrong. Okay. So let's not just point them out. And I still have respect for them, and I'm not bitter, and I don't feel like, I want to just completely ignore them and never use them again.
Honestly, I
will
thought
continue
Jez
to source
Gordon
them.
wrote it at first when I first saw it. I thought Jez Gordon wrote the shit.
Well, look, I will continue. I will continue. No, but that's different. That's different. Windows Central is Xbox centric. I can live without using them quite easily. But Push Square has, look, to be fair to Push Square, right? Regardless of what the assassination of my character attempt, regardless of that, because I'm not concerned. I know the truth, and I'm confident in what I know. So that I'm not really threatened by what they did. I'm more disappointed. The word here is disappointment. If we're on Sesame Street, the word of the day is disappointment.
Of course.
I felt like they could have handled this way better.
Yeah, you would think, again, they would give you the time of day. Again, if they're going to reference you and use you in a video as an example, quote unquote, right, then they would at least reach out and go, hey, let's really talk this. You're like, what do you know, type of thing. But no, they just immediately went on a witch hunt. It felt like a witch hunt and just threw it out there.
Well,
like
to me, it felt like blackmail, to be honest. To
Yeah.
me, it felt like we're going to slander you with this article, and we'll
If you
only
don't come out
retract
and say
unless you tell us everything you fucking know. And if you don't, this is going to stay in internet history, and hopefully it ruins you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have no information to the contrary, what I do or don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you do this?
Mm-hmm.
You bring your evidence that I'm lying, yeah? Bring your Sony guy and say, well, we have no such thing to announce, and we never will, and it's not going to happen. This man is a liar and a fraud and a charlatan. You bring that person out, and then I'll put my hands up and I'll surrender. But you can't, because you don't know anybody, and you're upset that I know somebody. Yes, I'll say it again. I may be a nobody, but I'm a nobody who knows somebody.
There you go.
Feel the burn.
Shout out to
They do anything for clout. They do anything.
Well, I think what you said
Shout out to JJB $2 super chat. Let me get this out the way. This is for Foxy. Push Square's assholes. There you go.
Well, look, no, there's no such thing as bad publicity. But to be honest, if you know me, then you know this is not the type of publicity I seek.
Yeah.
I rather gain subs and views just through sheer hard work, diligence, and being completely honest with people and open. Sue me for being so excited about what I'm told that I want to share it. I could have made a video and put that very small information that I tweeted, yeah? I could have made a video and monetized it just to make money. How long would the video have been? 10 seconds, because I couldn't tell you any more than that tweet. But I didn't. I just put it out on Twitter for free with no thought of monetization whatsoever. And I've given information way bigger than that one tweet over the last 5 years. Anyone will admit that I put out much more substantial information, and nobody called me out, and it came to light, and it was true.
The good thing about it, though, it definitely separated the real from the fake. It separated all those. Plus,
You mean like
hardware
ray tracing?
Oh God.
I promise you, I am not angry. Everything
Yeah.
I wanted to say, I said in the video today. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. We're
Yeah.
both PlayStation centric. You know, I cover other platforms, but
Of course, yeah.
essentially,
They're more.
I'm
Yeah.
like 80% PlayStation, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And we both really love the PlayStation brand and the games that it brings to the table. So why are we fighting each other? What is this about? You'd expect this from
You said it
an
loud and clear, though.
adversary.
You said it very
You'd
well. You
expect
said it
this
was
from an-
cutthroat.
It is
Yeah, it's
cutthroat.
very
I mean, it's like
cutthroat. Yeah,
you don't
it's
want me to
cutthroat.
succeed because you don't have you don't have what I have,
Yeah, it's very
and
cutthroat.
I don't have what you have. They probably got sources that I wish I had, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to make fucking articles and do blogs and shit on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just like, there's a lot of people on Twitter I can't stand. There's a lot of people on YouTube I can't stand putting out falsities.
Yeah.
Am I going to waste my energy highlighting them and giving them a platform?
Nah.
To be honest, Push Square is stupid to give me a platform. They should never have mentioned me
Yeah.
because it's only doing good for me. And
Yeah.
and the fact that I'm telling the truth is even more in my favor.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be funny once the shit gets revealed and you just fucking we're all gonna be sitting here laughing. But yeah, I know how that fucking is. I'm just gonna fucking get
You know what? Somebody even had the cheat today.
Uh-huh.
Because of this Push Square nonsense,
Yeah,
it's attracted a lot of morons, as you can imagine, right? So I spent a lot of time blocking and muting people. Yesterday, instead of being able to play video games, which I love to do, I'm on Twitter blocking people, cleaning up the mess that Push Square made on my fucking carpet. All right? But some of these morons are even coming out with this, they're fabricating complete lies out of thin air, saying Sony put a class action on me, and I had to legally change my name from PlayStation News Now to Foxy Games
Wait,
UK.
what?
Seriously. Seriously.
So are you saying that you ruled the day that you use PlayStation? That what they're saying?
People are just making stuff up, right? Completely fabricating out of thin air. Imagine that. Sony contacted me with a legal class action warning or whatever you call it, right? To not use the PlayStation News Now. If that had happened, I would be the first to tell you. That's huge. You think I keep that to myself?
Exactly. Well, like I said, I just said at the start of the show, for those that just jumped in, 90% of everything we talked about on this damn show involving PlayStation 5 came from this dude right here. When I have faith in this dude and what he says.
I don't want to take credit for everything because I'm telling you now, there are some things that I have speculated on. Yeah, that was not sourced from
right, of course. Yeah.
Speculation based on the information given to me. You know when you try and fill in the blanks, what seems most probable. So there's not everything on my channel. There's 100%.
Of course. A lot of the stuff is going off of like what you see, you know, versus what you got.
The truth is,
that's why I kind of do mine.
The truth is, there's more speculation on my channel than there is actual real sourced information.
Yeah.
Because if it was the other way around, I'd be laughing.
Yeah.
I'd be absolutely raking it in. I'd be rock solid right now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bullshit people and say, "Oh, everything I've said comes from my sources." That's not fucking true.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of channel that can just put out PlayStation 5 videos every day because there simply isn't that much information to be able to do that. So therefore, you will be making it up.
Yeah.
Or just recycling or regurgitating old stuff.
You have a lot of those on Twitter and on YouTube, my brother. And I can name a few, but I choose to not disclose those names. But if you bark loud enough and you whistle loud enough, you will see exactly
They're trying to
what
do
Fox
me like they did Hip Hop Gamer.
Yeah. I've seen that.
And I love Hip Hop Gamer, but I'm not Hip Hop Gamer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you start having custom belts in your videos.
Look, they're crediting Hip Hop Gamer with the whole PlayStation 5
legacy back.
Really? But of course, haven't you seen the videos of Hip Hop Gamer confirmed?
I just saw the tweet. I don't really follow his channel. He put out a tweet where
I love Hip Hop Gamer. Yeah, I love Hip Hop Gamer, but fair dues. I know the people who originally discovered the patent for that. I know. myself personally, and it wasn't Hip Hop Gamer.
Yeah. You said the
So
live
maybe Hip
in
Hop
here,
Gamer wants to say he's confirming it. I don't know if he wants to do that's up to him. But he's not the originator of that news.
Yeah.
I'm not even the originator. How about that? There was a pattern out there before I even made a video on legacy back compat. In fact, that's where I got most of my information, and I made no secret of that. But here's the thing. The one thing I will say is, from the very beginning, I always knew PS4 games would run on PS5. That was a no-brainer. But this legacy thing, that came out of a patent. Yeah, not somebody who knows somebody who says, "Oh, I can confirm it right now." And I'm not blaming Hip Hop Gamer. People are attributing that to him.
Right. A lot of people.
So why should he turn it down?
Yeah, of course.
He's getting free props. He's getting free props.
Yeah.
Who gives up a free gift?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
of course,
I just feel like I just feel like this whole community, they praise the wrong people.
Yeah.
You should give credit to those who.
Or they don't do proper research to find, the originator of the comments or nothing. They just immediately go, okay, I got it here, so this guy must, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, this guy must be it.
Reddit does not qualify as a valid. Point that out, and if you go to Reddit,
here's the thing: nobody goes to Reddit though. The extremists go to Reddit. I love
Hip Hop Gamer, right? So I don't want people to think, oh, you're going in on Hip Hop Gamer. I'm not.
Hip Hop Gamer's cool. Yeah,
I'm saying people are crediting the wrong people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's about envy, Foxy. They, we've seen this in American media too. They don't want people to go somewhere else to get information because they'll lose clicks and stuff like that. People won't come to them anymore. So if somebody else is out there giving out credible information, they're going to try to seek them out and undermine them because it's like, well, you're not supposed to know that stuff, and people are supposed to come to us for this type of information.
Craig, I put out, that there's going to be an Assassin's Creed game that's cross-gen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Way back, it was just a simple tweet because the information I was told, I believed it. Months later, it's come out that that's actually happening, and it's one of the biggest Assassin's Creed worlds ever.
Yeah.
But I don't, but no one's going to come back to me and say, people, it's weird. People are very selective on what they want to grab from your Twitter feed. Because there's been stuff I put on Twitter that way before people. I put it on tweet before I even made a video about it. Because I couldn't contain myself. I needed people to know. Because I want people to share in my passion. If I'm excited, I want you to be excited. That's the only reason why I put it out there, right?
Of course, yeah.
But that's the selective nature of this game, right? People just want to highlight the things to try and destroy you, but they don't want to bring up all the other stuff. And I'm hearing that some people say I'm credible, some people say I'm not credible.
Yeah,
Who
I saw
the
that
fuck?
shit.
What poll is this?
Yeah,
Who are you talking to? Not my subscribers.
Yeah.
What poll are you asking? What poll are you asking? Not my subscribers. My subscribers will tell you exactly who I am.
Yep.
So when I hear, a bunch of people like Ryan, I'm Mystic. I respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even MBG, is it MBG?
Yeah, Muscle Bound Gamer. Yeah, MBG.
Right. They both covered me. Okay. That rumor as a rumor. Okay. The tweet that Push Square. They covered me as a rumor, and they were smart and professional enough to say, give people the credit. If you don't know, don't discredit them, basically.
Right.
And having spoken to people, 50% of the people say this guy gets most of it right. 50% of the people say he gets nothing right. Well, the 50% that say I get nothing right, they're not my subscribers. I don't know these people.
Yeah, a bunch of randoms that never watched your videos. So.
I don't know them.
Yeah.
And they're probably saying that because they don't know me.
I
think like you have to be some. It's like you have to have a name that people recognize instantly before you're taken seriously, whether you are telling the truth or not. It's irrelevant.
Thing I will say
we don't know you, so you must be lying.
Yeah. One thing I will say in your video, you handled that shit a lot better than I would have handled it. I'm telling you right now, I would have went to war, type of shit. I would have made like a crazy response type of shit. But you handled that like very fucking.
Nah, I don't want to do that because
I know.
No, this business is about maintaining relationships. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know later on down the line what's going to happen. You never know. Yeah. In this is a funny game. I might somehow collaborate with. I'm not saying I want to, and I'm not saying they want to.
Yeah.
But something could happen where we're actually collaborating on something or something's happening that we're involved in. You don't know where this business is going to take you. So you shouldn't burn bridges because you just don't know what situation you're going to be in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good to make enemies.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? I just expect professionalism.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I expect. I've called out people, but not by name.
Yeah. Good
But
point.
I've not
Foxy,
individually called out channels and said this one. Bullshit,
Yeah.
bullshit. I just wouldn't dream of doing that.
but Foxy, you hit it on the button. Professionalism, and for the most part, what we can see from their side, professionalism is nothing that they utilize. They just rather be, straight to the point
Mm-hmm.
with no filler. But you have to take in consideration the person at hand first and furthermost, and come straight to the person and just tell them, listen, are you sure that this is a valid statement that you're making, and go with that. But trying to throw the person under
Can
the
anyone
bus,
point to something I've said that ended up drastically backfiring on me and it's total bullshit and totally lost credibility in me? Is there one thing anyone can think of right here, right now?
for the most part,
Let's do the taste test. Pepsi or cola?
Pepsi, bro.
Too sweet.
Cola.
But do you know what I mean? They're both bad anyway. But at the end of the day, right? There's no one that can point out. There's nobody on this earth, unless they're lying, that can point out and say, this guy got this so drastically wrong. How can you take him seriously? In 5 years, it's never happened. So why is it about to happen now? Because some people want it to happen.
So they want to see failure. They want to see somebody climb. They don't want to see somebody climb. They want somebody to
What did I
fall
tell
to
you
the
late
level.
last year? I said people are dying for you to slip up.
Yeah.
People are dying to call you out. People are dying to destroy you, to destroy what you've built. They're dying to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I seen it. I see it.
They don't want to work with you. They want to dig you. Push, they want
to.
They want to crush you into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they don't want to be an ally. They want to be an enemy.
Yep.
But I don't have enemies. I don't have any enemies. Yep. There's just people who like me or dislike me, but I don't consider them enemies.
Yeah.
It's not personal like that. We don't share
like
a habitat like that. I don't wake up with you in the morning. No need to hate you.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true gentleman, my brother.
Spoken like a true fucking
we ain't exchanged bodily fluids. Yeah. Why do I hate you?
Facts. Now, since you're on that topic of people destroying, what's up? We are definitely... We here. We got this shit done out the way because I already know somebody was going to ask me in the chat. Hey,
well, let me just thank everybody before you move on. I want to thank everybody who spoke up for me.
Absolutely.
That was touching. That was truly moving. Because I didn't, honestly, when I tweeted that, it was a throwaway tweet. Yeah. I was told I wanted to share it. Get on with the rest of your day. I didn't expect it to have such a blowout. I didn't expect other people to report on me. I didn't expect all of this bullshit. And I certainly didn't expect everybody, riding for me.
Right.
Because I think Push Square got a bit concerned because they even said, their last tweet to me was, you seem very confident in your information. No, it's because you've got a blowback in your fucking comment section. That's why you're piping down right now.
Exactly.
Because you see that there are people willing to ride for me because they know my track record.
There you go.
Oh man, they do anything for clout. I
don't know why I thought of Chanel West Coast when you said track record.
This don't pay me enough to seek clout. Let me tell you that now. This whole thing don't pay me enough to want clout.
Yep. You got you,
I get more clout in the office getting paid a proper salary than fucking off YouTube.
There you go.
Bro, end of the day, the only thing that matters is the peace of mind and knowing that what you are projecting, it is something out of love and labor and not based upon gimmicks. That's just how I see your content.
We ride with ours, guys. Let's know that right now. RGT rides with their fucking crew. That's how
that's how I see Foxy. I see Foxy as a passionate person.
Man. It's just love.
It's love, man. It's love.
It's all based on love, man. And the love for the game. That's all it is. It ain't deeper than that. I'm pretty shallow in this business. Yeah. I just do it for the love of the game. It's no deeper than that, man. You can paddle on me.
Facts. As long as I've known you, I never, ever had that, you know what I'm saying? That even thought that you would do some stupid shit like lie to fucking people, especially when you have like a challenge yours. Like, that's just dumb. What's the point? I mean, what the fuck? There's no point in shit like that.
Listen, if I was going to lie, I made a video and got paid for it. I'd at least had the sense to do that.
Exactly.
Get some money. You know what I'm saying? Get at least $1. Can I get $1?
I already seen a channel do that had, you know, a certain subscriber base, and I'm not even gonna mention that fucking channel. But let's just get into the
move on.
shit.
I don't want to make the whole podcast about me, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, first of all, shout out to everybody that's here. 200 plus people, hit that like button. Let's address something. Let's address something real quick too. I know a lot of people think it was hate. I told you guys 2020 was going to be different, and it is definitely going to be different. It's definitely already different. Now, for those of you that have not been, or that's new here, who haven't been caught up with the channel, I've been doing one-on-one type of shows for you guys with different YouTubers, mostly Xbox as well. I've been trying to tell you guys, man, there's no war, there's no hate for Xbox at all. If a topic you see on this screen might not necessarily be a topic that you like, best believe it is definitely not intentional to piss you off or nothing like that. We talk gaming all the time, and that's how it is. Majority of the guests you guys just saw, I am good friends with. Yesterday, I had Mr. Dealer Gaming live, the host of RDX here.
Yeah, I noticed that, man. I was a bit surprised.
We had a good conversation.
Wow.
We had a good conversation. And granted, Dealer Gaming has been good to me as a friend. I've been good to him as a friend. Good dude. He needed help with RDX at one point. I helped out RDX, and that's just how that's been. You know, it's a good dude. Basically, the object of what I'm trying to tell you is this: it's pointless to have grudges. It's pointless to have this little barrier in between yourselves. We are gamers on all fronts. Okay, it doesn't matter what side you are on. You can all come on the show and have a conversation. What was that? You can all come on the show and have a conversation. That's the point of that. Now, I brought open shows for you guys back because a lot of you guys asked me for open shows. I've had those. So for those of you that think you got what it takes, okay, I ain't gonna say that. For those of you that want to talk, we'll be doing those on the channel more often. Okay, but I'm giving back to you guys for so much you giving me for 2019. I told you guys, 2019. I was in a different mindset. 2020, you got Ryan back in full effect. So we're gonna be doing everything the right way. So I'm just throwing it out there.
I just ask?
Yes, sir.
Can I just ask you, Ryan?
Go ahead.
You reaching out, or I don't know how you arranged it, but you guys collaborating, Mooch and Dealer. Is this your attempt to try and get away from the whole fanboy nonsense? Because if that's the reason, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. In the past, I've been their biggest fans. But if people change, people grow, people evolve. I'm not going to judge somebody on how I last saw them 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, man,
that's unfair, you know, because we all grow.
Of course, yeah. And a lot of dudes telling me stuff about, you know, Dealer all the time. And I remember I watched the show because they didn't know I was watching the show. There's a true story for you guys. Dude's like, hey, yo, Ryan, did you know that Dealer Gaming and them said that PlayStation is going to fail this month? And I was like, really? I'm watching the show from start to finish. They didn't know I was in the show the whole damn time because I dropped the super chat in their show. They didn't even see it. They didn't know I was in there. I was watching the whole time. I'm like, dude, they didn't lie about a damn thing. They just were talking obvious. They were just talking common sense on what they thought.
Bro,
granted, they are an Xbox centric channel. We know this, right? Everybody in the chat, all of you know this.
There's nothing wrong with that.
They're an Xbox channel. We know this, but again, the way dudes act when they see stuff like that, it's like they go, "I see Xbox," so they can't talk PlayStation. Let me tell you something. A gaming show is a gaming show. It talks about what the hell it is.
Nobody.
Come on, bro.
Nobody got the rights to the rules. There's
exactly.
no rule.
Yeah,
exactly. There's no rule.
We're going to put out positive news. We don't want any negativity. Then with them reporting certain people, all the crap they talk, and then when somebody do it back in their face, nah. I mean, look, I shout out to you doing that interview. You're definitely a bigger man than me. I thoroughly enjoyed your interview with Mooch.
Shout out to Salty Gaming. He's in the chat.
Yeah,
shout out to Salty. What's up? But I'm telling you, listen, you're gonna see a lot of stuff. Your interview
with Mooch. I want to say, hold on. Your interview with Mooch was dead on. But Mooch has come out and has pretty much said he got some shit wrong and he could have handled it differently. Those guys aren't doing that. So, but shout out to you for doing that interview. You know, so it's just but yeah, that right there, that I saw that. I'm like, well, I hope that's a good show, and I gave it a share, but I did not give it a thumbs up.
No, because people had this consensus because they see the taglines or they see my channel. Now, granted, I troll. I've done this numerous times on the channel. 2020, I am not doing that at all. You're getting straight content for Big Cloud Gaming. I'm going all out for content. I'm not doing none of that fanboy nonsense. I'm not doing it. I'm welcoming all. Wait a minute. I'm welcoming all Xbox gamers, PlayStation. We gonna make RGT what it needs to be, and that's the fucking standard for what a gaming show should be. It should be all positive positive, not all positive, but it should all be gamers united talking about fucking gaming. That's what it should be.
Man, but that right there, we're gonna have a positive podcast.
All right, listen, fellas. I got a bit of a.
They gonna throw that shit.
No, I mean, look, if I take a dump in the toilet and the toilet won't flush, guess what? There's nothing. I mean, it's just. I mean, that's what I'm on. I'm all for telling the truth and all that stuff. But when something sucks, it sucks. That whole positive thing. Well, I don't want to hear that.
I knew he was gonna blow up. Hey, yo, y'all see what I do with? Y'all see what I do? I knew he was gonna.
I'm gonna be admin. I'm gonna be admin enough to actually say something positive. Okay, I know it's 2020. I'm on my grown man shit because you know. I got a little bit older now, turned 36 last year. So my perspective on certain things are getting a little bit more clearer. And I will say this, like I'm all for the push to bring a little bit more centerness to this whole fanboy bullshit and just talk straight gaming. No more affiliations with, oh, just because I play on Xbox, I'm better than PlayStation gamers, or just because I'm a PlayStation gamer, I'm better than an Xbox gamer. Cut the nonsense out. Yeah. Aside from everything else, I'm still gonna troll the shit out of people. I
was like, you still gonna be a known troll. But one thing that I did know is this is a trend. Dudes are damn near 40 still doing this shit. Let me tell you something. I'm 27.
Yeah.
I turned 28 this year. Let me tell you something. That's the last thing I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing the shit the right way. So I appreciate everybody that's here and that's going to join us on this fucking path. Regardless, we're going to make this shit right. But until then, let's go ahead and get into this fucking gaming show. Y'all ready? RGT episode 97. Let's start. CES 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, now there was rumors going out the wazoo that we were going to get a hardware reveal at CES. Now, Craig talked about this shit and we laughed our asses off at this shit. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm like, bro, there's not going to be no hardware reveal at this shit. Even when I did my video, I told you guys, I don't expect a hardware reveal. If anything, the bare minimum, I would expect Sony to say, hey, look, the PlayStation reveal event, right, would be this day. That's what I would expect. They didn't do either. Instead, Sony showed off the official logo for PlayStation 5. And ironically, they posted on Instagram, and it is now the most liked picture in the history of gaming for Instagram. It is with over 5 million, something like that, 5 million views, versus Microsoft's Xbox One or Xbox Series X reveal, which they put on their Instagram, which only had 1.8 million views.
I mean, it's a bit shallow though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
It is.
It's just a fucking logo, man.
Yeah.
But Foxy,
Take it with a grain of salt. Take that with a grain of salt.
Listen, man.
You know, they literally just changed the 4 to a 5.
I know you seen the meme. Don't act like you ain't see the meme. I know you saw that fucking meme where dude was behind the camera and he like deleted the 4 and he turned the P upside down and flipped it and made an R. I mean, like make it a 5.
God,
I know you seen it.
My goodness, the time of artistry that must have gone into that.
Oh my God,
I'm like Sony. No, trust me. I like Sony. I love what they do, but I like Sony. Why not just go with the logo that I used for today's thumbnil?
I was surprised, actually. I was surprised. You know what it is? It's just, I don't think it has much to do with the logo. I just think people are super anticipating the next gen PlayStation. I don't really think it got all those likes on Instagram because of the logo. People are just excited for this new technology. That's all.
Foxy, you know what's the funny part about it? Speaking about excitement, right? You know, as usual, per se, like I said, I troll on Twitter only just to expose hypocrites. And some guy actually tried to put me in the corner stating that why am I being so negative towards Xbox and all this? And I actually put out a tweet 2 days before CES 2020, right? And I stated, don't be surprised. I'm giving you a fair warning. Don't be surprised. There's not going to be much anything PS5 related at CES. You've been warned.
Yeah.
And as per se, like I usually troll the shit out of people, I put my little 2 cents into it, and the dude started in a whole ensemble of damage controlling to why Xbox is the Xbox. I'm like, bro,
you know, I'm surprised you didn't make it into a Push Square article.
I was hoping it would somewhere. God damn. The type of amount of damage control that I see from these guys is very apparent, man.
What they
Like,
is
bro,
referring to, though, like
Random Twitter user claims no PS5 news at CES. Don't believe his lies. His lies.
Bro, I would have been like, hey, if you gave me another 1,500 subs or even followers on Twitter, more power to you. But it's just simple. It was just a simple comment based tweet. There's no info in it.
Well, so there was news at CES about the PlayStation 5. I mean, what I liked about it is that Jim Ryan came out and talked about the games that we were going to have physically this year. I mean, he brought up The Last of Us Part 2. He brought it back to gaming. He brought up Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, but it did feel part of it did feel like he was trolling, though.
It is. That was a major flex, bro.
What I liked is that
he was like, "Yeah, we're ready. We're so excited for the future of PlayStation."
It's like he's trolling the competition. He's like, "And now I'm going to reveal to you to the world for the first time, PlayStation 5 logo."
Bro, that was the total flex of the century on gaming.
I fucking died though when I was in the chat.
They showed you their oblong box, but we're just going to give you this logo.
And you know what made it worse? You know what made it worse? Corey Barlog made it worse. Remember, he liked the tweet that said PlayStation 5 was going to be at it.
No, the sad part, right? That Phil Spencer and the Xbox Studios went on a gaming award show to do a hardware reveal, right? Only to get phantasmed into existence by a logo 2 months later. That is just mind blowing.
That's unheard of. That's seriously
Ryan. I'm to tell you, Dawn tells you to stop picking on her.
I even mentioned.
No, we love you. We love you, Dawn. Dawn, we love you. We love you.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up?
If you don't stop picking on her, you know what's gonna happen.
You gonna write an article for me?
Yo, but the funny part about it, right, is that the logo was the biggest mic drop ever. That's the funny part about it.
They didn't even do shit. That's the sad part. He just said, "I'm very proud to show you guys the logo." Walks off stage and is like,
"That's trolling.
Damn.
That's trolling because that's such an inconsequential thing to do."
But that's not
need a stage. 101, baby.
A stage for that, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like they did it on purpose because it felt like fun way to troll. Because when I saw it, I was laughing my ass off. I stayed up late to watch it.
You watched it too? Shit, why didn't you jump in the shit? We were live watching it.
You know, I just knew that nothing PS5 significant was going to show up. I knew. But I just watched it just for this,
Right, just so I can watch it. I'm like, I'm going in here like, okay, I see the logo. I'm like, are they about to
anything PS5 is something, right?
Yeah.
So when he comes with this whole, here's the logo, and that's it. I'm like, man, that's like a shot. That's like saying, we're gonna see who gets the most traction. You show off your whole box, and a game demo, and we're just gonna do this logo thing, and we'll see who gets the most traction.
Foxy, when you say that kind of logo reveal, if it came to push Square and they advertise your logo, that would be revolutionary in itself, right?
Well, it would be. What you mean if they put the logo out before?
Yeah, put the emphasis of just saying this is.
I mean, let's be honest. You can't get
Foxy
that wrong,
Games.
can you?
No, you can't.
Unless the 5 was going to be a V, but that's too much like PlayStation Vita, so they'd never have done that.
What, a V for the 5?
Yeah, because it will look like PlayStation Vita's logo.
Oh,
PSV, right? So we knew it was going to be the number 5. There was a possibility it could have been a numeral. There was always that possibility. But then when you think about PlayStation Vita, it kind of diminishes it somewhat.
Oh, just like how the Series X, SSX.
Yeah, but because of the whole shape of the dev kit and everything, right?
Yeah.
We were a bit flabbergasted with that UFO device. We were. The design's very space age. But I guess the point I'm making is they Push Square couldn't have gotten that wrong.
Yeah,
bro. It was obviously going to be PS numerical 5, and it would look identical to PS4's logo. They weren't going to do the whole Spider-Man thing again for PS3. That's so 90s, even though it happened in 2006.
Yeah, like that just in itself is self-explanatory.
Even in 2006, that PS3 logo was so 90s. It felt like the 90s when I saw it.
Bro, you should have seen the comment section. when we were watching it live. Shout out to G Hold. I do remember that, bro. He was like, "Dog, that was the biggest cock tease I ever seen in my fucking life." When he said this shit, because
I like Jim. You know, I like
funny
Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan's like a stand-up comedian who just don't tell you no jokes.
Yeah,
but it's funny anyway.
Bro, that's just like, oh my god. And then
that shit.
it's just funny how I can do a logo, right? And the masses just go crazy. I can show you a hardware reveal, and I get the oh, it's okay.
You know why, innit? Because Sony earned that through magnificent game products.
Facts.
And marketing, bro.
Because
Marketing
if Sony had shit games, no one would give a fuck about that logo.
Yes, that would be emphasis on shit would be greatly noted, bro.
Yep.
Because, like, you gotta understand, right? The whole emphasis with Xbox and Games Pass, it's really much the letdown attraction to that console.
Yeah.
Now that we know that most of these games are be actually put on Game Pass for PC for the next gen, and with what they're stating right now with the development phase of those games for next gen as well, it's like, what am I gonna waste my time for? What am I going for? Looking forward to and just I don't know, man. Like,
well, you know what
such a
doesn't
letdown.
help? You know what doesn't help, guys? That Matt Booty comes out and says there's going to be no Xbox.
Oh, dude,
Series for up to 2 years. So in other words, you don't have to buy this motherfucker until 2020 fucking 2.
Booty butt
wait,
cheeks.
it was 2
booty,
years?
booty,
I
booty.
thought it was 1 year.
No,
1 year to 2
cheeks.
years.
Oh, 1 to 2 years. Shit. Okay, I thought it was 1 year. Holy fuck.
No, I'm sure he had 2 years in his comment. I'm sure I saw
he
the
probably,
first year and then to 2 years.
Oh wow, damn.
I mean,
we're definitely talk about that in a second.
That feels reminiscent. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Well, let me say
shout out
this.
to Trey. Shout out to Trey BK. $5 super chat.
I mean, are you trying to sell this fucking console or what?
Exactly.
You're just trying to hand it all over to Sony next gen. That's it. Just give it up.
It's a wrap.
Holy shit. Okay. I gotta get this. Shout out to Trey BK for the $5 super chat. The mic job moment was when Jim Ryan was trying to hold back his laugh. Yeah, I do remember that when he walked off the stage.
Bro, you know that man was laughing
inside. He was dead.
That
motherfucker was dying.
He was
inside.
like,
he was laughing.
Yes, we got these suckers in the bag. We did our job.
The more they say, the less appealing. I mean, Phil Spencer done a great job, right?
Yeah, he's good.
At the Game Awards. No, at the Game Awards, I thought that was amazing.
No,
like,
that was
totally out of the blue, unexpected. That's the type of reveal that I look forward to. The most unexpected type of reveal. Yeah, we didn't expect to see the console and the trailer at the Game Awards. So that good work feels undone now. Just weeks later, when Matt Booty comes out and says, "You know what? All of the games are going to come across all of the Xbox devices, going right back to Xbox One S," which ultimately means the higher tier versions are never going to be what they could have been, because it's like spreading butter so thinly on a huge slice of bread.
Oh, biscuits.
And I like buttery biscuits. I like buttery bagels. I like buttery slices of toast.
You got a small can of tuna, and not tuna steak, that cheap tuna, right? That flaky tuna, and you got to feed 12 kids with it, right?
Starkiss.
One can got to share with 12 kids, and a can of sweet corn. That's what
that's
it
a
feels
letdown,
like.
bro.
That's what it feels like. It's like bully beef, corned beef, trying to be shared among women. No, I'm not dissing them, but concentrate on next gen, man. Give us the best you can from the hardware. Don't water it down so you can accommodate the lesser versions.
Let me say something.
If I hear one more word about,
let me say something about CES. Let's look at what Sony did come out there and confirm. Hardware-based ray tracing, the 3D audio sound.
We knew
litany of other, but he comes out and confirms it. Then some moist fruit booty comes out there from some other podcast and makes it all green and puts little red letters like he's, Goldilocks and running for the, it's just, look, but my whole thing is that all these fruit booties who ran their mouths saying 9.2 T flops, the PlayStation won't be able to do that. It's not going to do ray tracing, so once again, their cheeks get busted again, this time by Jim Ryan.
Craig, do you know the mistake people are making? They're comparing the Xbox to how PC development is. You know, like with the lower tier PC to the high end PC.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
can still play the game, but with lesser quality.
Yes.
But that's a one size fits all. When you have a game that's built from the ground up for one specific piece of hardware, then you see quality like God of War, you see quality like Spider-Man, you see quality like Horizon Zero Dawn, because it's not watered down. Yeah, they're scaling. Yeah, you can scale from a low PC to the highest end PC. Yeah, but it's essentially the same fucking game with the same blueprint. It's just more added, like more foliage, more better lighting, better anti-aliasing, a further LOD, higher resolution. That doesn't make it a specifically next-gen game. A next-gen game is something that's built up. Even what's built up for just a Switch can be classed as next-gen in Nintendo terms. Do you know why? Because it's taking full advantage of one fucking piece of hardware.
Yeah, this whole we're not leaving nobody behind shit. I don't know, man.
No, but you get what I mean, though.
Yeah,
it's not the same as the PC environment.
Yeah,
because that's essentially the one size fits all across a number of cards. But when something is built specifically for one platform to take full advantage of the one platform, that means all resources, all energy, all man and woman hours will go into the creation of that game to make it the best.
Dude saying that third party are just gonna pick up and use all resources. I was like, because third party devs like to go all out. I'm like, are you sure about that? You know, it's like, are you sure?
But listen, there will still be cross-gen PS4 games. Make no mistake. Don't get me wrong. That's going to happen there too. But at least Sony going to have, like I said from 2 years ago, that Sony will have specific PS5 exclusives at launch that cannot be played on the PS4.
Yeah, we already see it with Godfall.
I also made a video that said PS5 is truly next gen, right?
Yes.
But with Scarlet, because at the time it was called Scarlet. With Scarlet, is Microsoft's focus on spreading their games across all devices? Does it make the Xbox Scarlet version truly next gen? I put it out a year ago because I already had this concern, and now look what's come up. He's confirmed my worst fears.
Yeah,
there's going to be no exclusives for this Xbox Series X system, so people buy a new system because they're going to be playing this specific game that, perhaps I can't get anywhere else. This is the whole reason and justification for maybe buying that console.
Yeah.
Right? Right? Because if it was like that on PC, people would only be buying certain brands of PC because it's not uniformed. This version doesn't work on that manufacturer of PC. But it's not like that in the PC space. It's made like to be uniform. Everything works across the board as long as you have a graphics card that is not so ancient and antiquated. Because there are graphics cards that are out there that just can't run shit, not even 10, 15 frames per second at 480p. So don't give me that crap about, all PCs can run all games. That's bullshit. There comes a cutoff point, my friend, where your graphics card is you're going to be playing Minecraft. That's the best you're gonna get.
Like you said. PlayStation Inquisition, $2 Canadian currency. I think that's what it is. Microsoft will own next gen. Sony laughs in high Gothic. Thank you for the super chat. Now, let's definitely move on to some.
Well, someone said in the chat, "Is Foxy? Do you have a strong guess which PS5 exclusive will be at launch?" Well, Sony's already told you. We don't have to guess. Godfall.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
It's a launch PS5 game.
Yeah, it's launching.
That's a launch PS5 game. Yeah, it's coming to PC, but it's still exclusive to a PlayStation console.
Yeah. But let me move this here.
And if it works for Xbox, if you can still call their games fucking exclusive, then anything's exclusive.
Let me move this one. So for the Xbox Series X, there was a demo that went around, supposedly running in real time. I'm not sure if this is true or not. But let's see.
What's running in real time? What do you mean?
There's a demo. I'm about to play it right now on the
I thought you meant Godfall. Godfall is running in real time.
No, this particular one right here.
Fuck me, if Godfall's not real time, I don't even want PS5.
Well, I'm not going to buy it if I can't play Mass Effect backwards compatible.
I'll tell you this much. I'll be buying no Series X because I already have one in mind, and it's called a 1080 Ti with a nice motherboard and Game Pass.
Game Pass. Well, this don't be drawing pictures like you're 4 years old and all green and saying this is Xbox, this is Xbox. You know,
Nah,
so.
bro. We watch the build that I got in mind. Oh my god, be so RGB delightful.
I do want to give Phil
yeah.
Spencer props though. That whole child, porn, that child pedophile protection.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm all for
great,
that.
man.
I'm all for that. Yeah, and they're sharing it with all of the companies. They're not keeping it to themselves. This is for anybody. Sony, Nintendo, anybody.
Yeah. What you guys are looking at right here is a demo that was going around. I'm not sure what to really say about it. It looks really, really good. I'm not sure if this is like confirmed though by Microsoft, but this is what's going on here. So I'm showing this with you guys right now. This is an Xbox Series X in real time demo showing off gameplay. Well, not really gameplay, just showing off elements. Bad, bro. Yeah, it's like running an engine type of thing, or is it an engine? No, it's in real time. So
if that's a PC, if that's running on anything.
Yeah.
Looks really, really good.
That's not console.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I'm
looks...
not saying consoles can't do that. Don't have that information, don't have a source, don't have an insider to back that up.
Nah, but that looks real good though.
So I'm saying that's Unreal Engine 4.
That's a very powerful PC right there.
That looks really, really good. I saw this going around. I didn't really know what to really think of it because I didn't hear nobody really like come out and like, yo, hey guys, that's that's something else, and nobody actually came out and confirmed.
Fuck me, that looks like real life for fuck's
sake. It looks really good though. Like I'm shocked at how well that looks. That looks incredible.
Super crisp.
Super crisp. Look at the snow. It looks so crisp.
Yeah, that's the ray tracing.
Listen, if you told me that was a real location, I'd believe the fuck out of you.
Real time, dude. Somebody made some crazy shit in dreams. I remember the dude made that breakfast meal. Y'all remember that? That was crazy.
Bangers and mashers, man. Who?
But remember, these renders, they're not. These renders don't have you. There's a lot of like, things that we have to take into consideration here. These are basically renders that you don't really have control over. There's no, it's just. This can be rendered on a PS5 or Xbox Series X, but it won't be a game. If you wanted to just display it like that in real time, it will. But turning it into a game is another story.
Is this the flight simulator?
The flight simulator.
And physics and all that stuff. Then you're talking about diminishing returns. So yeah, we can get those levels. We'll get graphics quite similar, but they'll be watered down to accommodate the player because that's like saying, oh, let's use all the power of a PlayStation 5 to render a still image. And
gaming there to put out
looks more than lifelike.
That would be crazy.
A game.
Yeah,
that would be crazy. And number one, we gotta base this on what the capabilities are, not with what everything else that everybody's throwing out there. Number one, an enclosed format like consoles have very limited processing power. You also got to understand the amount of wattage that is required to run these images. It requires a beefy looking power supply and a beefy card.
Oh, we're talking top end shit here, man.
Yeah, we're talking top end. Yeah,
we're talking 64 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, that's
bro.
Minimum. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's what the Series X is going to have in it, right?
This is like a render farm quality, man.
Yep.
Well, one Series X has 64 gigs of RAM. I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt. But,
I'll say like
I am never going to use that. I'm never using that phrase ever again in any video. No, seriously. If you don't know, don't speak. That's how I'm going to. That's how I'm going to be from now on. If you don't really know, then don't speak. Don't say nothing.
But that's no fun, Foxy.
I'll say 16 to 20 gigs.
No, even other people's articles. If I read other people's articles, I'm not even going to say grain of salt. I'm just going to say it came from them. Simple as that. I think you're mocking people's intelligence anyway when you tell them take it with a pinch of salt. People are smart enough to know that for themselves. You don't need to tell people that shit.
Foxy. So who gave you the info? Him downstairs.
Yeah.
My auntie told me. From the grave. I had a vision.
I mean, there's no fun if you can't sit up there and say, take what we're saying. Here's the best thing that happened this week. I know what happened to the Foxy was foul. But when that dude, I don't know if it was on Rosetta or What's the other one you guys talked about earlier? It's like Rosetta. And there was another one. This guy came out and said, just because I'm verified as a user doesn't mean my information has been verified.
But Craig,
He's being honest.
Yeah, he's being honest.
Craig, but did you get the information from him downstairs?
Yeah, I got something. I got some butter biscuits apparently because I don't know what is going on downstairs. I mean, but
the irony
they just gotta take it with a grain of salt. You know,
the irony is I've had sources before I even had a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
that's the irony. Never used them because people don't know my history. I've already said about me in a video before, but you know, I was smaller then, so a lot of people didn't see it. But you know, before I had a YouTube channel and I was a Twitter user, I worked for a company called Argonaut Soft in the UK, and I told people already, a lot of those people, when that company was liquidated and dissolved, they lost a shitload of money. It was a transitional period, one generation to the next. Some companies don't survive the transition. Okay. And a lot of those people got shipped out to various companies, and I kept in contact with them. But I didn't have any like intention of starting a YouTube channel. That wasn't on my mind. You know, it's just people came to me and said, you should do this, man. You got a lot to add and blah, blah. And I just did it, you know. And like I said, I did it for free for 3 years. I didn't even monitor, not one ad, nothing. You know, so if someone's looking, if I'm looking for clout, fuck me, boy. That's the long con, isn't it? I must be malnourished after all this time waiting for this big payday. 5 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Question is, do you get the check from him downstairs?
No,
oh man, I get it from her indoors.
Now, another thing, did you take my cookies from my jar?
I may have. You know,
get your hand out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And also, did you go in my fridge and drank on milk cookies?
What in the hell is going on here?
That I did do. Okay, they got milk in there.
Guess what? You are guilty by definition.
But regardless though of the cross-gen thing, I still think Halo Infinite, and I tweeted this.
Yeah, this one look good.
I still think Halo Infinite is going to look exceptional.
I'm waiting for it, bro. That's all I can tell you. I'm waiting for that game. I know a lot of people they buy rated. It's just Halo. But Halo holds a piece of me in its inquisitive storytelling and its design. It's something that I always admire about the Halo games.
It's the daddy, man. Let's face it. It's the daddy of first-person shooters. Yeah. I don't care.
It is.
They fell off like with the last 2 iterations. Like 4 was okay. I mean, I enjoyed 4, but it paled. It paled compared to Bungie's work. Put it that way. Right? And then obviously, the only good thing about Halo 5 was the multiplayer. Like the story was. Oh.
Yeah, the story was all over the place. That I say.
It didn't even feel like it was a story. It felt like cutscenes. Just pretty cutscenes in between gameplay segments.
What up? What's up, platform? What's up? Later, Don. See you later.
What up? The Gaminator. What's up? See you later, Don.
If they could bring Halo back to just even half of its glory days, I mean,
everybody's saying this is the last.
Despite Microsoft's disappointing news, you know, they give good news with one hand, terrible news with the other. You know. Despite all that, I still want them to succeed next gen because, you know, Sony needs
competition.
It's not, you know, they're still going to deliver because they did this gen without competition.
Yeah.
But you can always push people to be better and do more and get more out of them and more quality.
Crazy
and without that foot on your shoulder, it's just Sony can just coast.
Yeah,
pretty much. That's how I was looking for next gen because we're getting a lot of things that I don't know, man. Like, I want to have hope. I want to say that everything is going to be fine. But the way they're going on about with certain things in the direction that they're heading to, I don't see it as the best thing for gamers, in my opinion. That's just me. Take it with a grain of salt. Okay? I just don't see the vision. I'm just seeing more the service-based vision, not the gamer vision. If you can quote me on that.
Did you just say take it with a grain of salt?
Yes, take it with a grain of salt.
Oh God.
Okay.
Well, let's get back
Wait
to
till
the
you
show.
guys see Gran Turismo on PS5. Oh Lord.
Listen,
You
man.
know those photorealistic images you were showing?
Don't get me all happy, bro, because I am a big Gran Turismo fan, and I love that
No,
series.
listen, let me
Love that
tell you
race,
something. Do you know in Gran Turismo Sport, do you know the landscapes, the backgrounds you can put in to make it ultra realistic?
Bro.
Yeah.
That's
Whew.
PS5 in real time.
Hey, yeah. Hey,
No, I promise you. Those landscapes that are rendered that aren't really, you know, that's not really part of the game. It's just a nice background.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the in-game graphics for PS5. Trust me on that.
We got 255 people watching. Hit that like button. He asked me what is Foxy Games UK's Twitter handle. If I remember correctly, it's Foxy Games _UK.
Ask Push Square, they know better than anybody.
So there's that. There's Twitter. Now let's get into this one right here. So apparently there's a rumor, courtesy of the one and only, the myth, the legend, the sensational Michael Pachter. He believes that Sony's going to skip E3 once again this year.
They could do. I mean, it's not impossible. Just because Michael Pachter said it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Yeah, his track record is
it's hard for me to take somebody serious when the dude said that Microsoft was going to make cable boxes.
Yeah, but give him a break. He's an analyst. It's not his job to get things right.
Did Michael Pachter went to him downstairs again?
No, give Michael Pachter a break. It's not his job to get things right. No one pays him to get things right. He's just there to advise companies. He's an analyst.
Wow.
He doesn't have to get it right. He's not an insider.
Nah,
he knows more people than I do.
He might know, but the thing is right, like, I still don't get the point in predicting things, and it's good to predict, but at the same time,
well, is that a prediction, or did he actually say I predict Sony's not going to be at E3?
Mm-hmm. He's not just to be fair. It's not just him. There's some other people too. I think VGC. That's
but do they have to be at E3? What? Who cares if they're not at E3? Who gives a shit?
Because they missed the last one.
They're launching one of the most important products that they have in the last decade. Yeah. They can do it on their own terms, on their own stage. They don't have to be E3. They can be at Gamescom if they wanted. They can be at Paris
They don't need
if they wanted.
They don't need it.
They don't need anywhere they want to be. It doesn't have to be E3.
They don't need E3.
Why is E3 the Holy Grail anyway? Why is it the Holy Grail?
It's been
not even the biggest fucking event.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been like that for
it might be in the biggest country, but it's not the biggest event.
Yeah,
it really is.
Gamescom is bigger than E3.
Yeah,
bro. The simple fact that Sony has taken on to social media and advertises brand, it tells a bigger picture.
Even China Joy is bigger than E3.
Yeah.
Yes, 5 times bigger. 5 times bigger.
Yeah,
which is good. About China Joy. Yeah, I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
It's just not prolific, and we don't really focus on it because they're behind us because of their draconian policies in terms of games that can be released in that country.
Yeah.
So we're not really interested in their watered down censorship,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if that's Danny, but
my question still stands.
Yeah.
My question still stands though. What's the big deal whether they're at E3 or not? How does that change anything about their strategy with PS5?
Because some people need confirmation of presence, Foxy. That's where they'd
be smart not to be there. Don't share the fucking venue with Microsoft.
I mean, it's been working thus far.
Do it on your own stage. Do it on your own terms, in your own time. It's your message.
It's been working thus far, man. The logo trended more. I've never in my life have ever seen a logo trend so much, especially a gaming console logo.
3 reveals. Remember I told you, 3 reveals. Fuck Push Square. 3 reveals. Live the dream.
And I do say again, and I do say it again, take it with a grain of salt.
Just live the
dream. There it is.
Live the dream, live PlayStation 5.
That's what I needed to hear.
God.
All right.
Remember, power your dreams, but they're 2 years out when you get them.
So
Three reveals.
I know we
That's all you have to remember.
We briefly
If you want to
mentioned
crucify me on that. 3 reveals, like the 3 degrees. Dinah Ross is the lead fucking singer.
Oh God dang.
Well, one thing I will say right now, I know we kind of briefly talked about it, but y'all think this is a smart strategy to have no games in terms of exclusive wise for Microsoft and wait 2 years or 1 and 2 years?
I don't think
Shout
it's a
out
good
Kid
idea.
Smooth.
Yeah.
What's up, Kid Smooth?
I'm not buying one,
not
so
buying
I'll
one?
simply say for me, look, I'm disappointed if this turns out to be true. I'm just gonna leave there disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm not. I get it. You'll be able to buy a Series X, and I'm sure it'll do something to the games that are. I mean, Halo will be there, but it will be on all consoles. A Forza game will be there, and it'll be on all consoles. But it's disappointing. It is disappointing that they didn't. It's at
Look,
this
I'm gonna
point.
tell you now, the Xbox Series X versions of games are gonna look fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Forget this cross-gen thing, yeah. Things can be scaled. The only thing that disappoints me is, like I said earlier, like when you focus on one piece of hardware, all that energy, all that joy, all that pleasure, all that creativity ekes every last bit of fucking juice from that fucking platform. Code to the metal. Do you know what I mean? When you spread it across 4 devices, 3 devices, you I just waste of resources, man. Move on, for fuck's sake. Xbox was a failure. Xbox One was a failure in terms of
the compromises.
Move on now. Move on. Fresh start.
The compromises are going to be apparently there with the thing that they're doing, and I mean, I get the point to support, the other consoles and to make sure that people are enjoying what they're purchasing, but at the same time, if you're bringing out new hardware to a new space and to add on to your legacy, wouldn't you want to bring new games, at least 2 exclusives at launch? Just 2. It doesn't have to be 3.
What they're doing, man. I said they must have something up their sleeves that I don't. They must know their strategy. They must have thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
They must have. They know something that we don't.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Kiss Me. I'm waiting for Neo to come out so I can see you play Neo. That's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, it's Kid Smooth in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to Kid Smooth.
Oh, shout out to Kid Smooth.
So, I don't know, because all we got so far
I just want a reason
Halo.
to buy it, man.
Yeah, I know, but
just
Halo is not really it.
Fucking box.
Yeah, Halo's not really it, because that's on Xbox One X and S. So
yeah, but who's gonna want to play those versions though? Be honest, man.
Yeah, true.
When you see the Series X version, who the fuck is gonna want to play the Xbox One S and X version? The gimped version. They're gonna be gimped.
Yeah.
30 frames per second, low resolution, blurry motherfucker. You're gonna feel like
the X shouldn't.
What are you gonna play Vaseline? I thought you said
you're gonna feel like you're playing The Witcher on Switch on the Xbox One version.
Yeah, you said the Vaseline.
Well, I mean, that should be the X version. Should be K60.
Shout out to Vlad.
In Halo 5. In Halo 5 4K 60.
I think they should just draw a line and say, you know what, this is the next gen.
Yeah.
And they should at least have 3 or 4 titles that are only for Series X, and the rest can be, cross-gen. Cool. But when you give people no reason to upgrade, people are going to look at the graphics and say, oh, I want to have that. Yeah, they will. But there's going to be a lot of people that say, well, I'm just going to buy the Xbox One X version.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I only bought the console like 2 years ago or a year ago. I'm not ready. You don't give people a compelling reason, that impulse purchase, like, oh man, I might have only bought my PS4 Pro or my Xbox One X last year, but damn, this looks good. Yeah, I'm going to lay the money down. You know that impulse purchase that you need to push you over the edge and spend that money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not there. It's just not there. It's not there with Xbox.
That's exactly what's lacking with this whole thing, and the announcement of that being put on the WCC site. Like you gotta give an incentive for people to say that you have something to give. If it's gonna be a great title that is gonna look good, it's gonna play good, and it's gonna be next generation levels, then go for it. But don't try to backpedal and say, oh, we're leaving the other people behind due to the fact that they still are supporting the platforms.
They just want to be too much like the PC space. It's like they're supporting graphics cards. It's like they're treating all of the older Xboxes like the weaker graphics cards in the PC. Like that don't work in the console space, man.
It really
you got to
does.
draw a line in the sand in the console space.
It
PC
really
can go on
does.
for as long as that person's card can run the lowest denominator of the game.
You know what's the funny part, Foxy? And I still have my old fat PlayStation 2. I still have my PlayStation 3. I still got my 360, and including my Xbox One, my OG Xbox from 2002. And quite frankly, I could care less about backwards compatibility in terms of generational leaps for consoles, because the old hardware still plays it. It doesn't matter whether you upscale it, downscale it, it's still gonna look jagged, it's still gonna look retardedly ugly.
What you mean, the Xbox Series X versions?
Even the Xbox Series X, they are actually backwards compatible.
They're gonna look beautiful. I just feel like they're not gonna look as beautiful as they could have.
No, I'm talking about in regards to the older gen consoles, like Xbox One X. You know, going on forward to play those games from the Xbox One X to the Series X. Yes, it's gonna be nice to see it in a better viewing angle, but at the same time, like, bro, you already played the game. Why are you even raving about it being backwards compatible? When
do you know what would have been better for Microsoft? Do you know what would have been better for them to have done? Allow Xbox One S and X versions, to run via the X Cloud.
Yep.
And that's the only way you can play them on the old hardware. Okay? I know this sounds cruel, but come on now. If you haven't... Xbox... It's 7 years, fucker. Who's complaining now? Like, oh, not yet. I'm not... 7 long years. You know what I mean? It's a marriage already, man. This is a 7-year itch. It's time to cheat. Go buy that new model.
Let's make it 10.
It's disappointing. I mean, all this. Here's the thing: is that all that mad trash these idiots talk, and all this stuff is happening. They don't, they don't trademark world's most powerful console. Now it's Power Your Dream. There's something's about to happen. And I don't know, in the words of Eric Killmonger, it's not looking too good for us, people in that community.
In the words of Killmonger, burn it all. Burn that shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to have to use xCloud on at least the Xbox One.
Listen, all I got to say
there will be no native version, because I don't see how...
Wait, you just say Xbox One? Man, you go ahead and burn that.
No, the S. I still got the S, I still got the S. I still play Forza. Even you know what? My favorite Forza, believe it or not, it's just Forza 2. I love the Europe setting and the music.
Yeah, it is.
I just prefer that Forza 2 than all of the others.
Yeah. Well, again, I'm just disappointed, and I'm not buying. Well, I'm telling you right now, if Sony comes out there and they say, well, the PS3 stuff won't be back compatible, I gotta wait to play Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 on this console, then I may look at getting the Series X. But at the end of the day, this is disappointing.
I'm gonna buy it anyway because I have a channel.
Yeah, I understand
I'm not a hypocrite. So, I'm not gonna talk about a console I don't.
I ain't pulling the trigger. I'm sorry.
I don't plan on it.
That's fine. But as a channel, I kind of can't talk about Xbox. Personally, I'd feel guilty talking about Xbox Series X, and I don't even own the fucking console. Like that doesn't feel right to me. Yeah. So for that reason alone, I'm gonna buy it.
Now, the only way I would push myself to buy that console, and I'm issuing kind of like a suggestion to the panel members and to the chat. That's the sad part. And to the chat as well. If you want me to purchase, all you gotta hit is the number 1.
Oh wait, no. Take that. No, wait.
Go ahead.
If you want the RGT crew to buy Xbox Series X, you decide our fates. Professor One.
And then you buy one.
Just buy it, man.
Nah,
What are you
then
putting
you
in the
buy
hands
me
of
one.
the
I'm
people
gonna
for?
include the chat.
One
I gotta
for
include the
yes,
chat. I gotta
two
include the chat in the
no.
decision.
Buy it
Go
or
ahead.
don't buy it.
One yes, two no. You want to see the RGT crew buy it Series X? I'm dead ass.
Well, if you don't buy it, Ryan, you have no right to talk about it
I
or
know.
diss it or say anything negative.
God damn,
You can't
Lobo.
because you don't own it.
Damn, Lobo.
You don't
Oh, you
qualify.
dick.
You don't qualify to have an opinion if you don't even have the system. How can you ridicule something you don't own? How can you praise something you don't own? You're taking other people's second-hand information and passing it off as your own.
That's
so you
true.
can't cover Xbox Series X if you don't intend to buy it.
That is true. I
Well,
like
you
how
can,
Logo
but
just
you'd be
rigged the damn
disingenuous.
votes. Y'all see this shit? Lobo just rigged the
Oh
votes.
God. Let's be honest, damn it.
I'm probably
One,
gonna have,
two,
I'm probably gonna
three.
have to pull the trigger
Forget
on this damn
Stadia.
console.
Stadia's
The thing is though,
hot garbage.
no, the thing is though, when I do pull the trigger on this fucking console, I want to get it right, but I want it to have something that really screams buy me. You know what I'm saying? I want a game one that's just really, buy me.
But I said, play Mass Effect.
I like it. You know what? I like the look of it.
The look of
actually.
it's cool. Yeah, the look's
It's
fine.
grown on me. I think
Yeah,
that would
the
look
look's not
great
bad.
on a shelf. You know,
Nah, that shit still
a
looks
dimly
not
lit
bad.
room.
Man,
A dimly lit room on a shelf above your TV panel. Yeah, I think it looked like a nice piece of furniture. And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but it looks like it could go with your decor.
bro.
Yeah.
I see that as one
It's fine.
air freshener. That's how I
Look,
see that console.
People are gonna say that Xbox Series X ain't got no games. That's nonsense. It just doesn't have any exclusive games.
No exclusive game. It's
They
gonna have
got
multiplex.
games.
It's gonna have
They have
multiplex. It's
games.
gonna have the cross.
It's got plenty of games. If
Backwards
anyone tells me they
compatible
got
games.
Xbox and they can't find a game to play, they're lying.
Yeah, both
that's
sides are going to use backwards compatible games, so they're going to be using PS4 and enhancing those with Xbox Series X and PS5. They're going to be doing those things for the games, so you're going to have those to tie
If you
in
can
the
only
wait
afford
times.
one, if you can only afford one, you know what I'm gonna tell you. It goes without saying. Buy a Nintendo Switch. I'm only joking.
Listen,
No,
man. All I
seriously,
know.
if you could only buy a PS5 or Xbox Series X, yeah, this is my bias right here, right now. I can only
I'm
be
getting
honest.
both.
I'm gonna tell you to buy the
Screw it,
PS5.
Foxy. I'm going with you. I'm getting both.
Yeah.
I'm getting both.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm getting whichever one.
Looks like I'm gonna have to be. It looks like I will own both consoles in the future. Guess. Oh God. I'm sorry, Stormbreaker. I'm sorry. I'm talking to my PC, by the way, guys. You don't understand. I'm sorry, Stormbreaker.
The PC's name is Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. It's gonna have to be next. I know. You don't want to be. You don't want to. I know.
Well,
Put it on the
Titan
right side.
3.0.
It's not gonna be on the left side. It's gonna be on the right side. Okay.
Fabrice is saying, Foxy, if you buy a Series X, would you consider making videos comparing Series X games to Game Pass on PC? No, I wouldn't, because let's not take Digital Foundry's bread and butter away.
Yeah, let's
from
not do
them.
that.
That's their bread and butter.
You already
I'm
know
not
that's going to translate into. They're like, oh, look at this Digital Foundry want to be bullshit. It's like, oh boy.
And to be honest, I expect Xbox Series X to be more powerful than my gaming PC I've got now, because that's a what's that? That's like a 8 T-flop. I think it's 8 T-flops.
What graphics card you rocking?
It's the Navi fucking. I can't remember the name of it anymore.
5700.
Yeah, there you go. 5700.
Oh no, you're
It's like 8 T-flops. It's like 8 T-flops.
Yeah,
right?
it will beat that. It'll be stronger than that. Yeah.
It's like in the late 7s.
Yeah.
In terms of T-flops, right?
It'll definitely be stronger.
So I expect whatever comes out in terms of power for Series X, whether it be the 12 T-flops or lower, like 10 something, or even 11 something, I still expect it to be more powerful than my PC.
Wait, y'all got a problem with me calling my PC Stormbreaker? Well, which one we call it? My Lucky Charms? And sound like that dude from the fucking Austin Powers? Yeah, they're always after me Lucky Charms.
Bro,
you want me to
I named my PC Titan.
The next
one's
I'll tell you why.
You
I
called
won't
yours
be
Linda. Stop playing.
I tell you why I
Hell
won't.
no.
You call that shit Linda. Stop playing.
I tell you what I won't be
2.0.
doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When these consoles come out, I'm not gonna play that. Which one's better and which one's crap, and I'm not doing that whole shit. I'm not about that, man. I'm just gonna take them on the merits of what they bring to the table. There's gonna be games you can't play on the PlayStation 5 that you can only play
On the
on the Xbox Series X
Yep.
or on a capable PC, if you have that. Most people don't have a capable PC. I'm sorry. They might tell you they do, but it's really a fucking student's laptop.
Yeah.
And they're hoping for a plug-in device that turns it into a gaming rig. No, I don't mean to be cruel, but you know what I mean. A lot of people claim they got
A
this
lot of people,
PC.
a lot of people like. Well, I mean,
Top
I
end
saw a
PC.
lot of weird shit this whole week.
A lot of
Dude
people
saying
claim
that
this, man, but you know,
man, I'm rocking
they
a
really
Dell
rock it.
9020.
I'm rocking a
you can't really lie about
1070
a
Ti,
console, yeah,
and
'cause
I've
there's
been
no-
fine for the long haul for the while. But I'm telling you, I probably
RX 580, which is the 6.2 T flop GPU.
see when you said RX and then you said 5, I immediately thought of my old ass graphics card, my 480. Oh Jesus, I don't want to go down that road again.
Bro, and I tell you the truth, honestly, this graphics, it is a power color RX 580, but I can say this, it's been good to me. Like I
Yeah.
get good frame rates, I get good implementation from DX11 and DirectX 12. I have no problems, and the Vulkan works perfectly with the game with current gen games. So I have no quarrels, saying, "Oh, my PC." Yeah, I got a shitty ass Dell 9020 with an iCore 7 stock, and that's it. But I get 1440p on my shit, and I get frames per second.
well, you get 60.
Oh, who said Alienware? Y'all buying Alienware? See,
Well, did
I
you
saw
say you
2
get
monitors
60,
I was going to
Carlos?
get first. I can't find. Yeah.
Did Carlos say 60 FPS? I didn't hear.
Yeah, 60 FPS.
That's all you need, isn't it? I'm not being funny yet. Only the competitive gamers care about.
I overclock my monitors.
240 frames per second. Like most people, they're happy to get 60. Fuck it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest benefit my PC has over the consoles I currently own is that I'm playing at 60 frames per second. Because I VSync mine. I don't care about letting it run wild so I can get 80, 90, 100. I don't care about it. It's stable to me. I feel like it's too jittery. I'm sorry. I prefer it when it's VSynced and it feels smoother than leaving it open.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, with my setup, the way I got my monitor through the Radeon launcher, I actually overclock monitors to hit above the 60 hertz. I do it up to what? For my 1440p monitor, I hit at 75 hertz, and then for my secondary monitor, I'm running it at 65. So it really doesn't matter. As long as you get good.
I'm not looking forward to is the whole 8K rhetoric. Don't even. That's a marketing bullshit. I just don't want, because Sony's got TVs to sell.
They got it on their chip too, so dudes automatically.
No, they got 8K TVs to sell, so they're gonna push that whole 8K rhetoric, man.
Bro, 8K now is not the.
Yeah, Microsoft.
As far as affordability, for those displays, you better make sure you do some claims on your taxes in order to buy yourself an 8K TV. That's all I got.
No, 8K TVs are cheap now. You can get one for $2,000. And I'm not saying that like everyone's got $2,000 lying around, but compared to what 8K TVs cost when they first hit, 6, 7, 8 grand, 10 grand.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're $2,000 now. So a year from now, like 6 months to a year into the next gen, you're gonna get there'll probably be $1,000, $800, man.
I mean, shit, it's all fun and games till Phillips gets on the scene with a fucking 8K. You know you're gonna see a lot of 8K TVs.
It's gonna be cheap. I remember when 4K TVs when 4K TVs were $5-6 grand.
Fucking
and I looked at that and thought, man, I ain't ready. I'm years away from owning one of those. Now I got 3 4K TVs. Do you know what I'm saying?
You still rocking that? You still rocking that BenQ, right?
Yeah, I'm reviewing that.
Within a week done. Okay.
So I've got to submit the review within January. So I'll be reviewing it, man. I'm gonna have video, camera footage, everything, man.
Cool.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
I gotta check that.
I'm super impressed with it, to be honest. I'm super impressed with it.
All right, okay. I know you said you.
It makes the Switch look different. Like it's got this HDR. I already said this already, but it forces HDR on any device you plug into it.
Yeah.
And so all the colors pop. You play Mario Kart 8 on Switch, on a regular TV, without it, you don't want to play it on there ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if this BenQ TV, if I had to give it back, I'd be pissed off. It's because it's like I've seen eye candy now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a tease. Like when I see neon colors now on this TV, on anything, commercials on YouTube, random channels. It just pops. All the colors pop. It's just ridiculous. The blacks just look beautiful. Black never looked so beautiful.
Oh, I gotta fucking watch.
No,
that.
I don't mean that to sound. I'm talking about TVs here.
There, so
You know what I mean? But you know, some TVs don't do blacks well. You can see the light.
You see the light go.
You know
through,
the light at the back. Because they're backlit in it. These, you know, the light at the back, the lights.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can see it bleeding through the edges of the screen. Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. See you later, Ace. Thanks for coming through, man. We got 258 people. Hit that like button. Let's get into this last topic and shut this show down. Y'all ready? Yeah. PS5 secret features. Jim Ryan is teasing more to come for PlayStation 5, saying that there's some secret features that none of us know about, and they are keeping very close to the chest. Now, I don't think it's the backwards compatibility thing. I don't think that will be the secret feature. It's probably something else besides that, but a lot of people are saying the backwards compatibility, you know, the legacy backwards compat is probably the secret feature, the secret sauce. Quote unquote, I guess you could say that's the secret feature. I don't believe
big fucking secret. Everybody knows.
You know, that's it. I don't think that's it. So, what y'all thinking for this secret?
I know what it is.
There's like feature keyword. He said features. He didn't say feature. I know what it is. He said features.
The secret sauce is that saucy McRib. Sweet baby Ray's sauce.
I can tell you
have not done a show with a McRib as the damn layout. I'm just saying.
I can tell you, yeah. I don't know if it's so much of a secret, but I'm pretty sure there's PSVR integration in the system.
PSVR?
Yeah, there is, like, built into the board.
Yeah.
Something PS5, PlayStation VR related.
What about light bars? Y'all think light bars is still here?
What's that, sir?
You think the light bar maybe is gonna come back for PS5?
The light bar?
You know, on the controllers. You think that's still a thing, or are we gonna be done with those?
Honestly, I can't tell you any more about the controller than anybody knows. I can't. I'll just be making shit up, and we don't want to do that, do we?
Yeah. No, because you have to take it with a grain of salt. But I'm going for the secret sauce.
I know as much about that controller as everybody else. You know. I saw the images leak just like everyone.
Might get an article. Get an article. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down.
Oh man. But yes, I'm pretty sure PlayStation VR related. And you know, I've already mentioned before, there's a lot of quality of life features with the system. And they've clearly got some features that they're confident Xbox Series X will not have. Otherwise, how secret are they, and who gives a fuck?
You know, it kind of remind me of.
Beyond that, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of remind me of that multifunctional controller we were talking about a long time ago.
Maybe we should ask Push Square what they think about the features that Jim Ryan stated.
Oh, we already know the answer. Michael Pachter. There you go. Michael Pachter said it comes with a McRib. It's gonna have a McRib.
Or him downstairs.
Listen, at the end of the day, whatever secret features they want to hype up, yeah, whatever little bits of PR marketing they want to fling at us, ultimately it boils down to the games. I don't give a fuck about any little thing it does apart from great games.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the
include a radio if you want to. Just give me the great games.
Yeah,
I really want to see. I really want both consoles just to deliver. I don't know how many times I have repeated this, but I will repeat it again. Next gen is all about content. It's not about T-flops. It's not about who has the highest graphic fidelity. It's not about features. It's all about creativity and how these games are going to be translated into an image so that you can make your choice on what you want to play. That's all I'm seeing for next gen. I could care less about spec rumors, how many gigs this has, SSDs. Just give me content that is going to compel me to say, you know what? I made the right choice by purchasing your product, and I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, how many T-flops is it going to have? Because that's all that counts. That's all that
counts. Bro, you know what's the funny part about T-flops? It is just only a computational symmetrics that they use for the graphics cards. It does not affect performance. It does not affect nothing. All it is just.
But that's not what they've been saying. They told me the beast was coming and that it was more powerful than a 980.
Listen,
you know what people got wrong about this whole thing?
Mm-mm.
They think the power of the GPU denotes the entire power of the console.
Yeah.
There are so many other elements that build the power. The CPU adds to the power. For fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? People say, oh, the GPU's 9.2 T-flops. Bullshit.
But
people are saying that, and that makes the whole system 9.2 T-flops.
The transistors, everything that goes into build these consoles provides the performance. And with that,
is only part of it.
They said, Carlos. They said that it was going to have a Ryzen CPU, and I could play Assassin's Creed at 1080p 60 frames.
Bro, I've been playing on PC long enough to tell you this much. When you need power, you need a stronger, beefier power supply to back all that shit up. It doesn't matter how many.
You mean power source?
No, but we're talking fucking. We're pulling hairs here. Think about it. Mm-hmm. If you're comparing a 1.4 T-flop Xbox launch, one at launch, to a vanilla PS4 with 1.8 T-flops, yeah, you can see a huge difference, because it's the difference between 720p, 1080. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can see
one system running faster than the other, handling graphics better. At the end of the day, you can see the difference there, and it was noticeable. But comparing fucking 10 T-flops to 12 T-flops, no one's gonna be able to fucking tell you, unless they've got the information beforehand. No one's gonna be able to tell you which system is more powerful. It's like trying to pick out 8K over 10K.
Yeah.
Well, but now the graphics are gonna be what's important.
No
one's gonna be able to see the difference, man. I'm telling you. I'm talking about visuals. I'm not talking about performance. I'm talking about visuals. Mm-hmm. No one can point out and say, "Oh, I know which one's the 10 T-flop machine. I know which one's the 11 T-flop." No one can tell you unless they know beforehand. Is gonna be, It's like, look at 8K graphics and then look at 10K graphics. There's no one on earth can point out the differences to
your eyes. Your eyes can only perceive what they can see, bro.
What are you talking about? I can point out the difference. Just give me a magnifying glass. So let me zoom in.
Wait, you're gonna actually magnify pixels?
Let me zoom in the pixels.
Look, things are so pristine. Things are going to get so pristine, yeah. It's just pointless. It's pointless. 16K, 20K, 24K resolution. Where does it fucking end? How, you're not Clark Kent. You're not gonna be able to fucking see it.
But you don't understand. If Xbox can't say they're the most powerful console, then it's DOA. I mean, they
have to run the power narrative.
Yeah,
that's all I've been hearing is power. I don't hear nobody hype for
so that's why I need to know how many T-flops it is, because if Xbox ain't got the power, then it's dead on arrival. I mean, that's what people in the community have been saying.
All I can tell you is this, right? I am looking forward to Halo Infinite. I am looking forward to Ori, Will of the Wisp. I'm looking forward to what content is gonna be shown for the rest of this year.
Cyberpunk
as well.
That was on the Xbox X when they showed it.
Ghost of Tsushima. Well, Ghost of Tsushima is more.
What about Lockhart though? You know what? If Microsoft dropped 2 consoles, if the rumors are true, okay, and Microsoft dropped 2 consoles and they both end up being weaker than PS5, they're finished. So I fully expect at least one of them to have the edge somewhere, because you can't drop 2 next-gen consoles and they're both weaker than the competition. Come on, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Blaze. Shout out to Blaze 4K with the $10 super chat. He says Sony is God. Where's the babies? We'll say Sony is God, baby. Nah, we'll talk. Shout out to Blaze.
Sony should pay Blaze.
Shout out to Blaze. Thank you for the
Sony chat. Baby.
But you know what I mean? How you gonna release 2 next gen products and they're both weaker than your competition? It doesn't even fathom. It doesn't even. I can't even compute.
That price point got to be amazing. I'm telling you right now, it's got to be amazing.
I can't even compute it though. It's just ridiculous. Why would you do that? That's a laughing stock.
Yeah.
That's why if they do have 2 consoles coming out, I do expect, Series X to have a slight edge, but it'll be so marginal. What's $100 difference? Even in money, like the bang for buck is going to be so insignificant. Ridiculous.
You know what's the craziest part that just came into my head right now? they had such a great IP in Scalebound that they could have just even if they did cancel it and it's no longer, you know, in the works, but if they would have just kept it under wraps and just developed it and actually released it on the One Series X, that would have been so monumental for them, and put it as a launch exclusive side to side with Halo Infinite. That would have been the kicker right there. That would have been the kicker. But
What you
unfortunately,
mean? You can only get Halo Infinite on Series X.
but it's going to be playable on PC as well. But just to have Scalebound as just exclusive, even if it's timed exclusive for 1 year on the console.
You see, that's a gamble, though, isn't it? Because I can see in a way why Microsoft would be hesitant to release exclusives day one on Xbox Series X, because the game just wouldn't get the sales it needed to recuperate the costs. I know, at least with Sony, like Sony got the momentum; they can afford to take that risk. They've got million sellers, 10 million, 11, 12, multi-million sellers, right? People are looking forward to these sequels, right? So their audience is there day one, anticipating. But Microsoft, they haven't been prolific for the last few years. I give them their props. Year 1, year 2, year 3, then they fell off.
Well, they've been prolific at getting their butts kicked.
No, but they did make better. You know what? I've always said this. I think Microsoft's launch and first 2.5 years, 3 years was way better than PS4's.
I agree.
Microsoft's games were ready. They had the Halo fucking collection, Master Collection. They had the Forzas. We had Drive Club. They just had better games coming out quicker.
Yeah.
But then
that I can say that was
Microsoft
true.
fell back.
Yeah. They died down. Yeah.
If Microsoft carried that same momentum,
that's when Sony picked up on that momentum.
And that's the problem too. That's why
carried that through. Yeah,
that's their problem.
Microsoft carried that same momentum they had with the first 2.5 years. I don't think there'd be in this software problem that they're in now.
Yeah,
people will be anticipating Rise Son of Rome 2. They'd be anticipating Sunset Overdrive 2, whatever. But those things won't happen now because they just gave up. I'm sorry, they gave up. It's like they just said, you know what, fuck it. Here's a service.
Speaking of that too, y'all think is that still? I wonder if that's still going to be a thing for Series X. Are they going to be still launching other games day one on Game Pass, exclusive wise?
Of course they will. They made that commitment. They can't go back.
I mean, holy shit! Because you might launch the new hardware, and you got another one. Remember, y'all got two SKUs.
But that might get them a lot of sales though, because if people can buy the Xbox Series X and it's a heavy investment, they don't have to worry about buying games at least.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So that might help them in a small way, but I think Sony's power is and mind share when it comes to exclusives, and Nintendo to the same extent. It's so strong. I don't think people care about services over exclusives. I think people would rather pay for a very good fucking experience.
Yeah.
And own it with pride, rather than just have these throwaway mid-tier, commercially failed games. And obviously I can't say you've failed for Microsoft if they're doing it day one, but it does diminish the value of the product when it's just shoved into, a conveyor belt of games, on-demand games. Yeah. You just don't respect it anymore. Ask anyone who owns a Blu-ray movie. If they respect that Blu-ray movie that they purchased their money less than anything they can just stream on Netflix, I bet they'll tell you they hold that movie that they own with more value. Yeah, because they know the stuff on Netflix is throwaway. You watch it, you throw it away. It's bad. You don't care about it. You're not invested. It's a subscription.
Yeah,
I give you that. For
Nothing
sure.
like owning your shit, man.
Yeah. Read a comment. Hold on. Yeah, good point. Wine. Yeah, good point. Oh shit. Well, I have no more topics.
Oh, no, that's
I looked at my spreadsheet. We went through everything. Holy shit. Oh. Anybody want to talk about anything else? You guys want to bring up anything else? No.
I don't know if you spoke about this last week, but what about the whole ray tracing thing? I mean, separate chip.
Oh, they confirmed. Yeah, they confirmed that at CES. Separate. It's hardware.
What did they confirm?
They did say hardware ray tracing in the little the bullet point. It said hardware ray tracing.
Yeah,
But
it's hardware
the
tracing.
fact that it couldn't be found by
what?
the leaker.
Oh yeah.
They couldn't find any reference to ray tracing on Sony's part. Found it from Microsoft.
that 9.2 teraflop that was courtesy
No, not
of
that.
leaker.
The ray tracing side of it.
Yeah, I was saying. I'm not telling you.
T-flops
That
is
was actually
utter
debunked
rubbish.
by Reset Era guys on Reset Era.
Well, the
What
guy
they say?
came out on Reset
Yeah,
Era
they-
and said that he said that he's a verified user.
Yeah,
it
he's a
doesn't mean
verified
his
user.
information, but that is information. And people ran with 9.2 T flops, and they're still running with 12 T flops, even though.
Sorry, I'm confused. The
Yeah.
person who made
the person who
originated the 9.2 T flop.
No. That was just a rumor that went around. The person who has the quote unquote spreadsheet that said he stated that it's not true. The 9.2 is not true. It was on Reset Era. He said it wasn't.
And because he said it, that's a case. Everyone believes it's not true now. Is that how fickle people are?
Yeah.
One person can say it is, one person says it, and that's it. We just go with the tide. Wherever the wind blows.
They see the numbers, they run to Twitter. That's just how it's going to run.
But the story was that PS5 was not going to have ray tracing, and that Mark Cerny was a liar.
Actually, that was caused by a nut on, and me and Craig know what that is, but it was caused by a nut who doesn't know a damn thing. Basically, the dude's let me give you a little history, dude.
Yeah,
basically, he's a Sam's
said,
Club. He's a Sam's Club electronics guy, and he thinks he knows tech.
Yeah, but even Digital Foundry said the line, unless Mark Cerny's lying.
Yeah,
they said that themselves. Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they were calling Mark Cerny a liar. They were evaluating the rumor and saying apparently there's no reference to ray tracing. So unless Mark Cerny's lying. I mean, the architect of if you can't believe the architect of the fucking product, I've got no fucking chance.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you can't even believe the person who is creating the fucking system, the lead architect, what chance does any of us have?
Well, no, it's not that. It's that they're going to say he's
we're
lying
at this point
because they don't want.
We're at this point where dudes are believing dudes who work in Sam's Club's tech department, or should I say their electronics department, and taking them as credible sources when they don't know a damn thing about CPUs or goddamn GPUs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're going to try to say that somebody's lying. It's until Xbox comes out and confirms that they will do something similar or the same thing, because their goal is to put out misinformation to make sure that just like you had people say, people who have been guests on Big Cloud's podcast 101 saying that Anaconda is going to be more powerful. Like based on what? But everything everything that has come out has been shot down.
No, but it still could be. We're talking about.
Well, no, I'm not saying that it will not be, but I'm just saying, hey, well, what link can you show?
I'm not going to say the name of one, but one actually gave me some pretty good points for why he believed it, and we talked off air about it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to confirm.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not going to confirm. I'm not going to confirm nor deny it.
Power sold consoles, Xbox One X would be the number one selling console, right?
I mean, the power can be looked at as two different things. I look at it as the games.
No, but I'm saying that Xbox One X is literally the most powerful console you can buy right now.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
So if power was the end all and be all, then that should be the number one system. PlayStation should be way behind. Do you know what I'm saying?
And Nintendo Switch about power. And Nintendo Switch ain't even sold.
Yeah.
I hope it's closer next gen. I do. I of course Sony's going to sell more systems.
Nobody's denying because they're more of a global brand.
You don't need an insider for that.
Shout out to Gaming Forte. He made that.
I just want Microsoft to do better.
Yeah.
Just do better, man.
Yeah.
Pressure these people. Don't just hand it to them. But the last thing Matt Booty says is about the whole exclusives things and that the first 1 to 2 years, blah, 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 that everything's going to be playable on your old system. I'm like, just hand the fucking kingdom to Sony again.
Fact. Shout out to Blaze 4K, another $10 super chat. Appreciate it, brother. He said, I already have a next gen Xbox with a 2080 Ti over. If I want a new PS5 games, I need hardware. PS5 day one, baby. Sean Fox from PlayStation News Now. What up?
Oh, shout out, Blaze. I wonder if Microsoft's gonna. They should. I think they should have rapid pack math.
PS5.
No, Xbox. I know PS5 is going to have it. I'm talking about
you
Series
want
X.
Microsoft to have it?
No, it's not that I want them to. I'm saying they must have it.
Oh,
it's a
the
necessity.
performance, yeah.
Because they didn't have it with Xbox.
I mean, we didn't think they would use checkerboard. They used checkerboard. They confirmed that. That was confirmed immediately, right? As soon as not Series, but Xbox One X launched, we found that up immediately. So I would not be surprised they are using some kind of like techniques like that for theirs. Wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Some of the decisions Microsoft make, I just can't. I just can't.
It wouldn't surprise me if they
I can't
used
do
it. It really wouldn't surprise me.
I ain't doing it. I mean, I'll suffer through not being able to play all my DLC on PC.
Look at this man right here. I didn't know the platform invaded RGT. What's up, Big Mike?
But the Zen CPU. It's a Zen 2 Plus, and it has, like they did with Pro. That they had different technologies. They borrowed. Sony they cherry picked different technologies, and added it in the Polaris Vega setup. Remember? Do you remember that? Yeah. Like, tell me, I'm not talking shit here.
No.
Does anyone here remember that?
Yeah, I remember. You're not talking.
Right. So they used Polaris and Vega technology, when Microsoft didn't have that. Microsoft had just Polaris.
Right.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, you couldn't call it a Vega part. It just borrowed technologies from that.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
And a part of that was rapid pack math. Okay. So I don't know how Microsoft's going about it. I don't know if they've just got a stock GPU that they've clocked to their requirements, or if it really does have different technologies taken from like a future roadmap. Because I know Sony's doing that with PS5, just like they did with the Pro.
Yeah,
I've known that for a long time, that it's going to borrow technologies.
Yeah,
and the same thing's going to be for the CPU. Like it won't be a Zen 3, but there'll be elements that Zen 3 has, which qualifies it as a Zen 2 Plus. Does that make sense? But it can't be qualified. You can't say Zen 3 though.
Right.
Just like you can't say the GPU in the PS4 Pro is Vega. It's not. It's Polaris with Vega technologies borrowed. So I wonder what if Microsoft's going to have a stock part, like off the shelf, literally you can shove in any PC, and all they've done is tune it and get the clock speeds they need, because Sony's not going down that path. Oh, I mean, they are, but they're doing other things besides that.
Yeah.
Which is ultimately what separated PlayStation 4 from Xbox One. Xbox One was literally like a PC. There was nothing special about the GPU compared to PS4s, which is why you could see the gulf. I mean, even now, you look at a standard PS4 with its lowly 1.8 T-flops. It's still producing fucking incredible looking games. It might not be able to push frame rates to what you'd want, but visually, that GPU packs a fucking punch, even now.
Yeah.
Let's not forget God of War was running on that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Horizon Zero Dawn, yeah, it was running on that. With HDR. We're talking about a 7-year-old system. All they did is update it with HDR. They couldn't do that with Xbox One. They had to release an Xbox One S just to get HDR.
That is
Remember that?
Yeah.
That's because of the GPU. It was a stock GPU in the original Xbox One. Nothing special about it, so they couldn't get HDR on there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. That's the difference. That's why Sony were able to add real HDR, not fake HDR. The same HDR PS4 Pro got, the original PlayStation 4 could get it because of the extras Sony added into that GPU, whereas Microsoft went stock and skimped on the RAM. DDR3, I can't believe. You think back, you think, who could have possibly signed off on that? They went for this slow ass RAM and some tiny fucking bridge called SRAM to try and fucking cover up the cracks.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake. It wasn't the GPU why it couldn't do 1080p. It was that fucking RAM.
And
that's the truth. So I'm glad they're going with GDDR6.
Yeah.
I'm glad Microsoft have learned their lesson. you can't skimp, man. You won't get away with it. You know, you'll be found out sooner or later.
Can't wait.
Developers talk. They talk. God knows they couldn't keep their mouth shut about PS3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So, question.
Who's that? Some
Question.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
How y'all doing? And my question is, do you all think Sony's going to show up to E3 this year?
Who can say?
Sources are saying
Apart from Michael Paxson.
Very tough about it.
From BGC that
I don't know, man.
It's hard to really
they might
say at this
skip out.
point. Yeah, it's hard to say.
If they do, though, it won't. I don't see the big deal if they don't turn up.
Yeah.
They're still gonna have 3 reveals, like I said. It makes no fucking difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, like, E3's relevance has dwindled, man. It's at the wrong time of the year for Sony.
Yeah. And Sean Layton said that last year. So E3 is a trade show, and it's too late in the year based on the fiscal year. Now, I'm not defending it. I
would say that if they don't go this year, then they'll more likely be back the next year.
Look at people saying they have no money. They just showed up with a fucking electronic car.
Yeah, that's
where they get the money for that, sucker.
Yeah, where they get the money for that. I mean,
I ain't lie. That car had me fucking going, holy shit, like the amount of displays in it in the back and shit.
Exactly. They just showed up
Dude,
with a
that shit was incredible.
The displays. They don't have money. Like, E3 will sink your fucking budget. Like, you're finished. Oh, we can't go E3. We'll be bankrupt.
Yeah.
Again, anything that can be said is misinformation to drive people to go and buy an Xbox. The bottom, they have an electric car. The Spider-Man movie that came out last year made over $1 billion. Into the Spider-Verse won an Oscar, and they're already working on the second one, but they're broke. I mean, it's silly. They just at CES unveiling new car, new television,
I just think people want them
headsets. To be new headsets. They want those studios. They want them to go out of business so Microsoft can buy those studios.
You got to ask yourself, what type of question? Not question. You got to ask this question, right? What type of person is willing for a company to fail anyway? Like, unless they are like an amoral company that does nothing good for humanity whatsoever. They're just like a fucking warmongering, fucking missile, fucking nuclear selling cunts that want to kill the world. Then why would you want them to fail? Surely, they're in the game market. If you love games, why do you want a company to fail? I don't want Microsoft to fail in the Xbox space. Far from it. I want them to excel. Because for me, it can only benefit me as a consumer. Yeah. If Microsoft excel.
Yeah.
And I don't mean excel like on Office. I mean really excel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think though, I don't know if they'll go. I mean, if they do go, great. I want them there just as far as nostalgia, because when I grew up watching E3, they were always there. But I also understand that it's not something they have to do when they have pairs. That pairs games week. You have PAX, which is a little bit smaller. Like Foxy was saying, there's Gamescom. There's just other places to unveil. But yeah, they may do something like when they did the Pro. That wasn't an E3. That was in New York.
Yeah, but of course the car's not only theirs. Someone said, "Oh, but the car's not just not Sony." Of course they got partners. But the point is, they wouldn't even. That wouldn't even be on their radar if they were so broke. That would be a no-no. Yeah. Like, why are we wasting money on that? Like, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't be considered if they didn't have money in the tank.
And they're the primary because the car was up. They were showing.
Yeah,
and they're still developing the software.
Yeah,
like, that's huge investment.
Yeah. Yeah, self-driving cars is a huge deal. That was at CES.
The audio. We saw the 3D audio too, by the way, in that car.
Yeah, they demoed.
They showed the 3D audio too. That was sick too.
You can watch fucking TV on that big display. The whole thing.
The panoramic screen was
like
sick.
a cinema.
I like the new. What y'all think about the menu? I wonder if that's going to be incorporated with PS5. That type of menu screen.
Probably.
Yeah, that looked interesting. I was looking real close to that car. That car was really interesting with those stuff. Yeah. Shout out to JJ B. 2000 Super Chat. He said, "You think the February PS5 reveal is legit?" I hope
No.
so. I hope so.
It's not. I don't until Sony comes out and confirms.
Yeah, I hope so, but I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I hope.
And listen,
so.
all I can tell you is a reveal it's not months away, it's weeks away.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll take your word over push
We are
square.
weeks away from a reveal. Simple as that.
I'll take your word over
Not
push
months,
square.
weeks.
That's
all right.
So, well,
But some things you don't even need an insider for. This is the thing. Everyone gives all this credence to insiders and what you know and who you know. But some things are just fucking obvious.
Yeah.
You don't need anyone to tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're launching a product in November. Surely they're not going to leave it until October to fucking promote it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to wait, and if they're gonna announce it in February, they'll have something will pop pretty soon.
He said, "Will it run Crisis?" That's funny.
They might.
I mean, people would tell
funny.
you if you believe people, then the PS5 should have been revealed at CES.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell you how many videos I saw where people says, "I'm pretty confident," or "I'm pretty sure." You know, half stepping. That's something big is gonna happen at CES.
Well, you saying that wasn't 3D? I thought that was 3D audio in the car. What was it in the car? Was it a 3D?
No, I was about concerning PS5.
Oh, okay.
Actually showing like what Microsoft did at Game Awards, right?
I was planning to do in the chat. GTI. He said non 3D audio. I was like, well, that wasn't in the car.
You know, there's a reason why you didn't hear from me on. And I'm not saying if I don't talk about it, isn't every fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know everything, but it's a good indication if I haven't bothered making a video of it. That's a good hint right there. Sorry, but I just don't see the point in wasting time, man. I'm not going to talk about CES and PS5 when I fucking know shit ain't happening. You're going to get the same crap they gave the fucking in a slide the other day on fucking Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, you're telling us.
You know what I mean?
Let's
be honest. What did they tell you at CES that you didn't already know about PS5? Be honest.
Yeah.
Not one fucking thing.
Jack shit.
Yeah. I mean, again, what cracked me up about that is
okay. I'm like, oh yeah, I thought y'all was talking about something else. Now,
the same people that were talking about there was going to be no hardware ray tracing. Mark Cerny had to come out and clarify that.
We believe in Samsung.
Listen. I've been using that logo that they revealed as thumbnails for 2 years now. That ain't nothing new. People already made that already for Sony.
They made that shit months ago, years ago.
I can show you PlayStation 5 logos that I've been using in thumbnails and everyone else. And it's exactly the same as what Sony just showed us.
It should have been the logo that I used for the thumbnail. That shit was fire. I like that a lot.
Anyone could listen, man. Everybody knew. It goes to show you that there's no surprise in that logo. How many thumbnails I saw of that exact logo
exactly.
a year ago?
Fucking time.
You know what I mean? 2 years ago. Like, come on, man. That's why I'm thinking Sony's trolling. They gotta be trolling. They should have even done a little animation with make it PS4 and then the 4 drops like it's fell off the hinge and then 5 replaces it.
And then the 5 just emerges. They did that with the PS4 review. Remember, you see the PS3, then it was going. You didn't see a PS3. It just said PlayStation. It said PS, and then you saw the video stop, and then that montage played, and then you see 4. They didn't do nothing like that. They just showed PS5 logo.
That's true.
Yeah, because it's nothing. They're doing it because it's nothing to Sony. To them, this is like hee ha ha ha. It's like a Christmas cracker.
Here we go.
Moment.
We back at it again. Here we go. Let's do this.
Here's a surprise, but you're not going to give a fuck about it because it's no big deal. But yet they still get all the action on Instagram. It's like unbelievable. And I don't think it's got anything to do with the logo. I'll say it again. People just know what Sony are going to deliver. Yeah. The confidence is at all-time high in PlayStation. Simple as that.
That's true.
Right. They're going to deliver bangers. Like I said, I'm saying this today. I am looking forward to God of War 2. Spider-Man 2, because I know they're going to deliver.
Will it play Fortnite? You assholes.
You know, for Sony to mess this up, they have to replace all their employees with chimpanzees in suits. That's the only way they can mess this up. It's end up instead of making games, they'll end up throwing their each other.
Yeah. We're good. I think we're good for the most part. I think we're fine. Both sides are going to be great. No load times or 0 to no load times. Games are going to be faster, bigger, more expansive. A lot more games to look forward
The
to.
haptic feedback.
Haptic feedback's going to be fucking crazy. Which, is that exclusive to Sony? Because I don't know if I heard something about Microsoft.
No,
something like that.
Nintendo Switch already uses haptic feedback. Come on now.
No, I'm
That's
talking
what
about because I thought I
that's what
saw
the
something
Joy-Cons
for
have already.
Microsoft having it, like Xbox Series X haptic feedback. I'm not sure if that was a thing.
Now, let me tell you something, right? You see the Switch Joy-Con?
Yeah.
With the 3D Rumble? 3D Rumble really is just haptic feedback.
Oh, well, fuck. Okay. Well,
Sony's might be more advanced.
Yeah. Theirs can be fine-tuned.
Because they're going to do triggers as well and stuff, whereas the Switch doesn't have that. But essentially, instead of having these huge, ugly motors at the side of, historically, they'd have these big motors in the handles, right? And they just spin and rotate. And it just feels like just a rumble, a car rumble. Everything pretty much felt the same. If you were on sand, it felt the same as being on gravel. Just longer pauses in terms of how it rumbled. That was really the only difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
The pauses in between rumbles and the intensity. That's all they could do back then. But now what Sony is saying is that you are literally, if you go over water, it's going to feel like you are literally going over water.
Yeah.
If you go through mud, you're going to feel like you're in mud. And in the triggers. Now, you expect Jim Ryan to hype up the controller. He's selling you a product. So to take it from him is, but he's not stupid either. He knows people are going to have this in their hand within 9-10 months from now. So he's not going to go out there and make these big, bold claims. And when you get it in your hand, it's nothing more than glorified fucking rumble. That'll be stupid.
Yeah.
He's been in the game too long, to overhype something like that.
Yeah. He said that mooch. I ain't worried about that. Everybody's, trust me, you're gonna see a lot of people on this channel that you will least suspect. Told you guys, a lot of shit's happening.
I just say one thing.
Yeah, good.
There is a certain YouTuber who used to be Xbox and is now PlayStation.
Oh, you ain't gonna worry about that.
I'm not gonna name them, but if you don't ever invite me to sit at any fucking conversation with them. And the same goes for our PlayStation fucking YouTuber who only cares about Amazon fucking results. Don't invite me to the table with them either. You know what I mean? I will not sit down with them. I don't feel I'm better than anybody, but I value my time, put it that way.
There you go. You got my word. You have a word there. Man. Let me tell you guys, man. You said invite me for one. I got you. Pablo will set something up. I got you. Shout to everybody.
And I'm not being rude.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude either. But invite people who have a grasp of English. Because I don't want to spend the podcast trying to work out what someone's saying. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but I feel severely handicapped when I'm trying to work out what someone's saying, because I feel like they've got interesting stuff to say. I just don't understand them.
Yeah. I got you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 97 of RGT Podcast. Let me tell you something. Today's show was fucking fire. 300 people showed up. Awesome chat. Big thank you to everybody. Next week, it's all well, I won't say it's all positive, but let me just tell you, it's going to be a much better, it's going to be even better than today. I'm telling you, I'm having even more topics. We're going to be doing this shit the right way, but I told you guys, like I said, live with you, things are going to go the right way with this fucking shit. So it was definitely a good time. We had a bunch of trolls. I ain't worried about them. We got rid of them. Good shit. Shout out to you guys in the chat that were rocking out with us. Got 250 here. Y'all mind hitting that like button before we close out. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys again. We'll see you guys next week. I'm going to let everybody do their outros, and we're going to shut this down. Big Mike, since you joined us late, what's up? The outro,
what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. What you telling me where to find you?
Yeah, you can find us on the platform live on YouTube.com. Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Yeah, I can't talk. 10 a.m. Pacific. There.
So you got somebody got a gun to your head. You can't talk. Okay.
It's because I said the whole English thing. Got nervous.
He stopped.
Got that
God.
stress on me, man.
Who else here? Oh, Craig.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Great podcast. Glad to see and hear everybody. Just keep it gaming.
Yep.
And I have spoken.
All right. Shout out to Carlos. He had to dip out. He hit me up on Twitter. So shout out to Carlos for coming through. Always a pleasure. And Mr. Fox.
Good show, man. I appreciate all the support. You know, some of your people were writing for me as well. And after today, I'm not going to speak about it anymore. Nothing more to say, you know.
Yeah.
So
absolutely,
it won't be mentioned again beyond this point. And some of you will not like this, but I'm just going to announce it now. The Game Accounts podcast, I'm only doing it once a month.
Once a month?
Yeah, once a month.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't feel to be honest with you, there will be specials when big stuff happens, but in terms of like just consistency, I don't feel like there's enough.
Oh, a lot of like crazy news
to qualify.
Yeah.
A podcast every single week. It ends up being just regurgitated bullshit, man.
Yeah.
So I'd rather make it more value and more substantial and more significant. So I'm doing it once a month.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, I'm on this every week. Like, fuck me, how many podcasts do you need?
I give you that.
I just wanna make the Gamer Couch feel more valuable.
Yeah.
I feel like I at the moment every week, you know, it's just another podcast. I don't want it to be just another podcast.
Like an exclusive.
So it's gonna be once every month. I'm gonna make it it's gonna be better than it's gonna be better than having 4 episodes a month. One episode is gonna be better than having 4. I'm gonna make sure.
All right. Okay. So you gonna be doing like super packed memory panel wise? No. Improving like no. You don't think so?
Say that again. Super what?
Like super packed panel, like have a lot of people on, or is you gonna just do like the same?
No, that doesn't work.
No?
We tried that.
Oh yeah.
No, it's pandemonium, mate. I want it to be quality.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I'm trying to be more quality driven. It's not about quantity. You can put shit out every day, man. It's all bullshit. I'd rather it be significant, substantial, quality. I don't want to be remembered as a guy that just fucking shit shoveled throughout his whole YouTube career.
Yeah.
I know much people would, you know, like have me in that position, but I'm afraid I define who I am. I put myself wherever I put myself. If I want to put myself in the dirt, that's where I'll be. If I want to put myself high up, that's where I'll be.
Yeah.
It's down to me, nobody else.
Blaze, I saw your message. I got you. I'll be in there right after this. Yeah, I definitely give you that for sure.
But don't hate on Push Square, please. Don't hate on Push Square. You know, before they came at me, people were happy to use them. Continue to use them.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes. Time is my judge.
You got it. Oh, you don't Joshua? Fox, you don't Joshua?
Say that again. Do I want to what?
I said you don't Joshua? How was it? You ain't shut your channel out? None?
Shout my channel out.
Yeah, they want to shut your channel out and everything. You just like stop. I know you were done. Like it just.
They know who I am, man. I'm tired of the self-promotion. You know me, you don't know me.
All right.
Foxy Games UK. It's right there. On the screen. You see that, man? I don't know what to tell them. You know, what do I say? You know, I don't know what to tell people. It's right there. Foxy Games UK.
That's very rare. All right. Shout out to everybody who came through again. 300 people. Awesome show. Thank you guys so much. Do want to thank Fabrice for the $20 super chat. Thanks, fellas. A little thank you. Thank you for coming through, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support. Everybody here on the channel, thank you guys so much. Can't wait for 2020. A lot of stuff to happen, a lot of stuff to go over. Well, not stuff to be going over in the future, and it's definitely going to be a lot of discussions, a lot of new faces, all that. I'm looking forward to it. It's a big year. I'm dubbing this as the breakout year for yours truly. I'm doing everything right on this channel. I'm gonna be very consistent. So much love to all you guys. Thank you guys again. I will definitely see you guys next week. Absolutely.
Stay on what you mean to do it.
Absolutely.
Do it, brother.
Because we can all talk, but just let your actions be your words.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank you guys so much. Again, see you guys next week. RGT Podcast, episode 98 will be. And until next time, all of you guys, y'all be good, y'all be blessed, y'all be easy. Thank you guys again. We'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
Peace.
Peace.